And we are live. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. To everybody's on the chat, welcome to the chat. 4 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock p.m. and Pacific time. And of course, I'm in Central, so that makes it 4 o'clock here, wherever you guys is in the world or are in the world. Here's a shout out, a counterpunch to you guys, Jordan L., Mr. Incredible, Tyson Fury. I don't know what's up. We're waiting on PBC on Fox. So, we got to wait for it to come on. I'm just here for the shit talk. I'm here to counterpunch all the smack, all the intel, all the energy, all the back and forth. If there's a back and forth, I'm pretty sure with Deontay Wilder, you will get it. And I think that's what Tyson Fury is anticipating on. See, one thing that Deontay Wilder wanted, and he praised Tyson Fury for, is promoting a fight, right? He wanted someone that was going to help him promote the fights. He was tired of promoting the fights himself. So he's glad he had a dancing partner like Tyson Fury to help him promote a fight. Okay, he has one. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Pino 2 Boxer, big up to you, counterpunch to you. We can watch the press. Where can we? PBC on Fox. We're still waiting. It says it's supposed to be here at 4 o'clock. I don't see it on yet, though. Maybe they're having technical difficulties. Maybe not. Because we're here. I'm waiting live with you guys to see what's happening. I want to feel the power. Oh, it's starting this time, boys. Howdy, dude. Live from the UK. Absolutely. Wilder, I think he asked for something that he's going to get, obviously. Uh-oh. Damn. That could have sucked royally. Wilder ducks everyone. Hopefully he gets knocked the fuck out. That would be something. That would be I wouldn't say the upset, but him getting knocked out by Tyson Fury would be the surprise of 2020. And you know what? If Tyson Fury, just something just came to my brain. If Tyson Fury knocks out Deontay Wilder, here we go, guys. He will be compared to Muhammad Ali. And stay tuned.
Both of the camps, of course, will hear from the fighters as well, as they will also square off for a photo opportunity. Now, proving that boxing's
Jimmy Lennon Jr., guys.
Fiercest competitors and promoters can work together to make a big fight happen.
Boxing finesse. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you.
Promotions, Bob Arab's Top Rank Incorporated, and Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions in a Premier Boxing Champions presentation.
Big D, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Zarro's two-time. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you.
President of TGB Promotions, Tom Brown.
I can't stand Wilder, but I see him getting lucky and knocking him out. Ashley, you think most of his knockouts are coming to luck? He just throwing that shit?
Good afternoon, welcome everyone.
It's debatable. It's debatable because, he just started throwing rights at Luis Ortiz. Now, imagine that shit was luck. That would suck.
It's going to be bombs away. We have two superstars here, the best two heavyweights in the world. And you're going to see a lot of passion today from both fighters at this press conference and all the events leading up to the show, because there's a lot at stake. This is the best.
Freedom Fighters 1, 2, 3. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you.
Great heavyweight championship fight. And we have
Preston Kidd, he has too much skill for Wilder. A lot of people said the same thing, but he hasn't been in there. Well, yes, he has. He's been in there with Tyson Fury once again,
one of the all-time great
or once before. And he was able to get 2 knockdowns to narrow the gap. So, Davey I, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Greetings. Lee Rowe, what's up, brother? Counterpunch in the house. Let me know when you get that package, bro. Please.
Instead,
Shout out for you, mate, from Cornwall, England.
that's not gonna change.
Fred Bates, counterpunch to you.
Piece of teeth.
You in
I
here?
was
Let's
lucky
see.
enough to have promoted the first fight across the street here at Staples, and I believe that we really have something special in the rematch. I look forward to a
Somewhere.
fantastic
What's up,
night,
brother?
February
Yes, sir.
22nd.
Please do.
I'll see y'all there.
Sigan Amusa. Salute, salute, salute. 3 times. Counterpunch.
Thank you very much, Tom Brown. And now we're going to hear from a promoter from the other side.
I see Shelly Finkel over there sitting to the left on his, probably on his BlackBerry.
Please welcome Todd DeBuff.
I don't know yet. You know, it's 50-50 right now. I haven't done a prediction video yet. I'm just really looking to see how the conditioning of Tyson Fury. That's really what I'm concerned with, because I'm really worried about how he looked at the last fight. And if there's any signs of that, I might go with Wilder but then, is he in better shape than he was when he fought him the first time? So it's tricky. Haven't decided. I'm still on the fence about it, guys. I'll let you know, definitely. I'll drop the video as time permits when I get a clear understanding of who I honestly think will win. Greetings from London, Richard Ease. What's up, brother?
A media guy said to me,
David
"You
Woods.
gotta listen to this podcast."
David Woods from Liverpool.
was
Thank you,
Fury
brother.
Joe
Thank you.
Rogan.
Carlito, 1, 2, 3. Wilder wins in 4 rounds.
Took us all over.
Yo, Derby, England. Kieran Dyke.
So true. So
Counterpunch to
great.
you.
He backs it up with everything. And
Blackberry is making a comeback. I know, right?
Two great
I used to love Blackberry, Lee.
This is the beginning.
Yo, Leroy, I used to love it, man. I used to live in Dice to promote that shit. Me and my Blackberry flies, taking out the little leather case. Fly. Yeah, you know, it got the little full access QWERTY keypad.
Great matches.
You can open any file.
So everybody.
I used to love that shit, though, man.
Coming on us
Winkle
real
put
quick.
that baby in the corner. Yeah, I know, right? Put him in the crib. Fish R1, 200R.
Thank you very much, Todd DeBuff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out our fighters at this time.
The introduction of the fighters, people. Now, this is the first time these guys have seen each other since 2018. Late 2018.
The heavyweight champion is the former unified world champion with his tremendous defeat over Vladimir.
Who's winning the press conference?
After his
12 Nation, we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
racked up a couple of back-to-back
DL
victories.
Boxing Casual, thank you. Counterpunch to you.
Headlined in WWE's Crown Jewel October event. Ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 20 wins coming by way
CD.
of knockout from Manchester,
Counterpunch.
England.
Man,
Here
I
is
don't
the
see as much as
undefeated
Wilder.
lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury's coming out first, guys. Look at Tyson Fury. He got his look one of the gypsy suits on with a backwards fucking baseball hat. I know, right? The fuck is that? Look at that. Hey, his own style, man. Fuck it. He likes it. I love it, right? Naturalista. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support.
Current longest reigning heavyweight champion. Now his 10 consecutive title defenses gives him more than other.
That motherfucker looks like a baseball mascot and shit.
Right. And he matches Muhammad Ali's run. He's kept busy after his bout with Fury, delivering 2 sensational highlight reel knockouts. And he recently traveled to Rome, where Pope Francis named him the 2020 ambassador.
Ricky Bobby, that's a good. I forget, somebody's on the undercard that was worth mentioning.
42 wins, no losses in 1 draw.
It's on PBC Fox. Check it out on YouTube. Yeah.
From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, here is the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
I wonder if there's any animosity when Wilder comes out and he sees Tyson Fury for the first time. Look at him. He's coming out with the WBC crown, the strap on his left side, wearing an all black suit with the glitter stripe down the side of the pants, big ass gold rope chain and shit, lock chain. Damn, he's blinging, ain't he?
And we're going to ask if our fighters could...
They're not even really looking at each other. That's kind of strange.
For this photo opportunity, once again, it is...
Yeah, I know they used the Pope.
World, the rematch
Where
you've
there's
all
the
been
Pope,
waiting
there's
for.
hope.
Wilder versus Fury 2.
Looking, okay. I was about to say, like, Wilder looks like he grew a couple inches since last time. Wilder took a little bit to, like, he kind of took a pause and then looked at Wilder. Now he's talking all slow and shit, all soft. You speak it, believe it, receive it. I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna knock you out. Look at him, I'm gonna knock you out, baby. They need mics on. They need to mic them from from behind the scenes on in the front to the stage. They need to mic them up because we can't hear any of this shit. They're like pantomiming to us, right? Well, Wild Soul, look at fucking what Fury got on. Let's be real. That shit looks like, I don't know what the hell he got on. He got a suit on with a backwards fucking baseball hat. I'd rather got what Wilder has on than what Fury has on, truth be told. I mean, I don't know about the stripes up down that shit, but you know, I don't know about that. You know, we could have killed those stripes, any stripes with black like that, but you know, but if I had to pick one, you know, okay, I heard that. He said, I'm a real champion. Now he's talking all quiet again.
And we're going to ask our gentlemen to take their seats. We're going to make their conversation a little bit more public when we have our Q&A.
I know, right? That was a waste of time.
Deliver it so all can hear.
That was a total waste of time.
That scared me to death.
Excuse me, there seems to be a pussy in the building. Can someone call the bomb squad company?
You know Tyson was gonna say something, dude.
This event certainly will be a sellout.
That was epic.
To be a sellout. They're available right now at mgmgrand.com, and
He just yelled out "Bomb Squad," and
as well.
Tyson Fury was like, "Excuse me, that seems to be a pussy in the building."
This magnitude not only brings the great promoters together, but network giants as well. It is available on pay-per-view on Fox Sports pay-per-view and ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Now, in one corner, you have the WBC champion, arguably the hardest hitter in the history of boxing. Across the ring, the undefeated lineal champion, immensely skilled Goliath, who seemingly
doing great, man.
Stopped. Certainly, their
Doing
trainers
great.
and strategists have their work cut out for them. We're going to hear from the camps at this time.
Yeah,
First,
Big D London. Yeah, they're
Tyson
still
Fury's
available.
Trainer, the new head trainer for Team Gypsy King, not new to Tyson Fury at all, long-time confident. Let's hear from Kronk Gym in Detroit, Sugar Hill Stewart.
Where the hell is JD's or Mark Breland? I don't see them anywhere.
Thank you for the introduction. I'd like to say that this fight here, this is one of those fights that you don't want to miss. The first one was a fight you didn't want to miss, but I'm sure everybody watched it on replay. You had two great champions going at it with each other. Both of the fighters, they left the ring still undefeated, still wanting to
It's a
settle
lot
the
of
score.
look-alike.
On February 22nd, the score will be settled. These are the two heavyweights in the division, in a division of big heavyweights. The division has changed a bit. The heavyweights from yesteryear, they were smaller, but now every heavyweight you have now out here is 230, 250 pounds, 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'9". It's an incredible time for boxing to have all these guys here fighting strong fights, fighting each other, and making this division once again what it used to
Yvonne
be.
Hill's
The
talking
heavyweight
right
division is still the biggest, most powerful division in boxing. It always will be. Everyone wants to see the big guys throw those big blows. You got Deontay Wilder, big puncher, the biggest puncher in boxing history, and you got Tyson Fury, one of the best boxers out there in boxing history as well. February 22nd, you're gonna see an exciting fight. I don't know what else to really say about it. I'm happy to be training here with Tyson Fury. It's been about 10 years since we trained together. He trained with me and my uncle Emmanuel, and I'm here competing when Emmanuel started. Thank you.
I mean, that was kind of across
Thank you,
the.
Sugar Hill. Now we're going to hear.
I guess he was
from,
there to
the
promote
other
the
side
fight.
of
Fuck, I guess.
Deontay
You're
Wilder.
supposed to be there to
He's
promote your
welcome
fighter
International
that
Boxing Hall of
you
Famer
trained him
Shelley
to the
Finkel.
point where, funny. Hey, Shelly. Hey, it's Papa to Deontay.
I think it's pretty obvious that I like this man over here. When he tried to tell us we picked a light fighter, he knew. I knew he wasn't. But also I do care about him. So hopefully after he gets knocked out, he has this other job with wrestling. And they're looking forward to him, and he was great. So I'm really glad.
Shelly Finkel. Shelly Wrinkles.
Come on. Sonny! You overshadow me. Come on. I'll go easy.
All right, we're going to hear.
That was
from
Shelly's
both of
2
our
cents. He
fighters
said, hey, he has a
this
career
fight.
after he gets
Certainly
knocked out. He
no
can go to
strangers
wrestling.
the limelight and the
So-
microphone. Both of them. First, let's hear from the undefeated lineal heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury. Tyson.
Shelly Dinkle.
Hello. Can everybody hear me? Fantastic.
I don't even know how many people are there, though. You know what I mean?
Everybody's come and see the Gypsy.
They haven't flipped the camera back. We don't know how many people are there. It doesn't seem like a lot.
Very much. I can't remember a bigger heavyweight fight in a long time. Maybe Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson was the last big fight like this. That was the last US-UK showdown. Deontay Wilder took a bit of.
I know, right? 25 people. It doesn't even seem like, you can tell like the chatter from the outside. You don't hear any of that
There's
shit.
not much I can say. And I don't, for the first time in my
So we got
boxing
more
career,
people on the
I
chat
don't
than at
think
that
it's a
fucking press
fight.
conference. I can tell you.
People know what they're going to get. It says exactly what it says on the tin. You're going to get a good fight. Whether I think the consensus is either he knocks me out or I win on points. Is that's what's been going around? Either Fury wins on points or Wilder wins by KO. And usually when people have that opinion, it usually goes the opposite way around. So yeah, expect Wilder to come out boxing and moving, looking for a points victory, and expect me to come out bombing, looking for a knockout. It's usually what happens. But apart from that, Deontay Wilder hasn't been returning my calls or messages or texts since I beat him last time. He's trying to keep his distance. He didn't want to do press conferences with me. He didn't want to be around me in case I got into his head. All this getting into people's heads, I think it's a lot of shit anyway, to be fair. It's like, I'm living in his head rent-free and all that. You've heard it all before, but at the end of the day, it's just talk. Sticks and stones break your bones. Names will never hurt you. It doesn't really matter what I say or what Wilder says. It all matters what happens on the night, February 22nd. What's going to happen on that night is I'm going to get what I won last time. I'm going to get that green belt. I'm also going to get the ring magazine. And I'm also going to keep my lineal championship. And if he wants to rematch again...
I know, Steve,
no problem.
right?
Beat a man once, you beat him again, you definitely beat him 3 times in a row. Not a bother. And that is about all from me. Thank you very much.
You hear fucking 2 or 3
And now
people
it's time to hear
clapping.
from
Who the
the
fuck's out?
WWE
Who's out there?
World champion.
They need to flip that over.
How you guys doing?
He's an emotional
Great to be
lesbian.
back.
Damn, the Bane. He went hard on him. He called him an emotional lesbian.
Thanks to everyone that's involved in this amazing, heavyweight title fight. One of the biggest of this ever for sure. I can't wait. Y'all already know, man. I'm always in my element. I'm always
Sounds like
in the
fucking
zone.
5 people at Zaros.
Right now, I can't wait. I'm going into camp. Can't wait to get back into camp. You know, my body feel like it's walking into the 6th week of camp instead of the 3rd week of camp. And it's been amazing for me because it's been a quick turnaround for me. Usually I'm months and months and months at a time before I have another fight, but I'm still coming in shape. You know, I always say I put shape on top of shape, but this time around I'm putting shape on top of shape on top of shape. You know, and it allowed me to prepare. You know, even harder, even more for him. And we all know rematches. I'm always sharp because I've been in there with them before. I understand what they're capable of doing and what they're planning on doing and what they did in the fight, and I take away from that and I bring it to account for me. So I'm prepared more than ever for this fight. I knocked him out the first time. I told Fury 2 years ago that I was going to baptize him, and I did just that. You know, rising up is part of the baptism. I told him he was going to go timber, and he did just that. But this time around,
Yeah, they turned
it's a
Tyson's
different
fucking
story.
Fury's mic
This
off.
time around, this is called unfinished business. This point in time, he won't be able to get up. And since he's in WWE, I'm going to make sure he go right out the ring. And I might get on the top of the bucket of the rope and come down with a flying elbow kick. Who knows? Who knows? But I can't wait for this fight. This is going to be an exciting fight like it was the first time. I think the controversial decision that the referee gave him, you know, I think it helped it. I helped this out for the second time around. You know, them not wanting a quick rematch. I think they helped this out. The second time, definitely made it bigger. You know, we had 2 warm-ups. Mine was a lot more dangerous than his. You know, he played it safe in the playground. While I went onto the mountaintop and climbed it. 2 different fighters, 2 different times, 2 different paths. You know, one just want to survive me. I'm building for legacy. One go around and talk about he have a lineal title, something that's make believe and fake. He come around and even have events that go 12 rounds with no belt on him, but the one that holds his pants up now. That's the only thing. But February 22nd, that lineal bullshit, it ends there. It ends with him. He needs validation from the people. He needs some type of inspiration, some type of motivation to feel like he beat me such a far wide margin that he did. When he know he didn't. And if so, why so many trainers? Why so many rotations? He rotating trainers like he do his draws. Every day changing. Firing, hiring. The first time around, he wasn't talking about how he was out of shape and stuff, but you did. You came in great shape the first time. Like you're supposed to. What you spent? 100,000 pounds? Trainers, camps, different little things? Well, I still have my old trainers, still sat back, and still to this day, I got the same people. You don't see me firing no one. You don't see me bringing no one on if you're supposed to be such this great fighter. You know? And I'm supposed to be this guy that don't have no skills. But we see who's more concerned than others. Because when you have power and no way around it, you can't prepare for that. You can't prepare for that. The only thing you can do is hope that when it lands, it don't do that much damage. I gave this man a concussion the first time. He don't even know how he got on the ground, nor do you know how he got up. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a concussion. And that been dealing with him for the remaining of the fight since the last fight. He been thinking about that over and over and over, and the only way he can promote himself with that fight is him getting up off his back. Hey, we doing endorsements as well too. Put one at the bottom of his feet because he's definitely going down. And that's all he's been looking for. That's all he's been looking at. That's the only thing he can fathom his mind around is how he knocked me down and I got up. He needs something.
Alex UK87.
You beat him, Fury. You beat him. Don't worry. You beat him. You beat him with a wide margin. Okay, we're gonna see. But all that right there, all that talk before, it dies. It's dead. This is a new beginning right here. This is unfinished business
Ricky Bobby.
that I will finish. I would do exactly what I said I would do. I'm gonna knock him out.
It's in a hotel room.
Like I
know,
told
right?
him, I'm the lion. I'm the king of the jungle. And come February 27th, I'm gonna rip his head off his body. Remember I said that. I'm gonna knock you out there on ropes so you can really feel a WWE moment in real life. I'm glad you got a second job. You need it. This is your whole plans. What I'm gonna do when this guy knock my marbles out of my head. Because I'm gonna definitely do it. And I can't wait. This is a major fight for you guys. You should be excited. This is the Wilder Fury 2 rematch. They don't get no better than this. Two giants. Two champions putting their life on the line. For others' entertainment. From a distance.
Dream. What's up, brother?
From all the way over the pond. And I'm from here. Two guys putting that energy in the ring. Just to see who is the king. I speak it, I believe it, I receive it. And I will knock them out come February the 22nd. And we move on with our lives from there. But until then, man, y'all sit tight. Buckle up. It's gonna be a long ride until that time. We still got a couple of more weeks in camp to prepare for this fight, to give y'all the best fight y'all ever seen in your lives. And I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned. If you can't buy no ticket, just go to the arena. Make sure you click that button. Till then, I can't wait, baby. Blood Squad!
You knew it was coming.
Thank you, Deontay Wilder. Now we're
Damn, you heard 2 claps.
Q&A
Good deal.
if you have some questions, you can ask the fighters.
Oh, Godfrey, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you.
And,
What the hell?
we have Lance.
I mean, he was okay for a while, and he just drug it on too long. They should have got the Dave Chappelle fucking radio, wrap it up, and fucking put it on the table. That shit was too long. Where the hell is Kanye when you need him? Wrap this shit up. Shut up.
Talk about that and how, you as a boxer have an opportunity to shine here.
Almost definitely. I mean, me as a boxer have an opportunity each and every time I have an outing. When I get in the ring, so many different things go through my head.
Yeah, pretty much. They're talking to the fucking Aroa shit. You know what it is? They're talking to maybe about 5 people. 5 people. Did you hear like? That's it.
It's a lot of things that come with skills, not just the average one-on-one fundamental of throwing the jab, throwing the right hand, and falling behind the left hook. It's so many different things, and that's why boxing.
You know what? Where the fuck is Wilder's trainers at?
Always be the
They couldn't show up?
But we all have to have different types of styles and abilities of doing things. So in the first one, I showed nothing. I was so excited. It was my time. It was my time. I don't think a person will ever know what it feels.
Ashley, you think so? You think he's laughing right now?
Sports in this country, knowing that boxing is not the top sport. And finally get you a date to yourself. It was amazing. I had the first promotion. I came in with one arm. I broke my hand in camp.
You got one arm any fucking way. You only use one arm.
And that 12 weeks and 4
Remember,
days,
guys, the one arm
when that ran out,
champion. That's Deontay Wilder. The one arm champion. He's saying I only got one arm.
I said, at least if I break it in the fight, I'm getting paid. But this time around, I'm in full health. I got both of my hands together. And with Deontay Wilder, I'm unpredictable, so you just don't know what's going to happen. But I know when it comes, bam, baby, good night.
Thank you so much. And Tyson, for you, I know that you want probably a repeat of the last fight where you were sensational in the boxing element of it. Is that right? And then on top of that, the change in trainers, how will that help you execute that?
What can I say that Deontay Wilder doesn't know his borders today in the last 20 minutes? I'm going to sleep listening to him talk a lot about nothing. I'm just waiting to hear his point. He still hasn't got to the point after 7 minutes of talking. What am I going to do in the fight? I'm going to win. That's what I do. Deontay Wilder can make all the excuses he wants to make up in his own brain. His team, everybody can tell him, you won that fight, baby, you won that fight. But listen, as a fighting man, you know when you win and lose fights. Simple as. He lost the fight fair and square, he will lose the fight again fair and square. They had to rob a man who was out the ring for 3 years, ballooned up 147 pounds, and he still couldn't beat him. They had to give him a bad decision in LA, to get a victory for the so-called top bloke, top champion. I'm going to go out there, I'm going him a boxing lesson and I'm going to knock him out. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Why did I bring Sugar Hill in? Because I wanted to. Why do I keep switching trainers? Because I want to. You know, I'm a big believer in you never a finished article. You can always improve your game. You can always polish up again. You know, Wilder says he sticks with his team. Fair play to him. I'm money like.
And what the fuck have they taught him, his team? Same old people doing the same old mistakes, doing the same old shit. If he cared about his craft. And look, and here's the thing, I promise you, if Deontay Wilder loses, all those motherfuckers go away. JD's, Mark Breland, it'll be an excuse after an excuse after an excuse. And that's maybe, if he cares about the sport of boxing like he claims, which I doubt, then he'll get new trainers.
I'm ready for a fight today. Never mind 12 weeks and 4 days. Fuck me. You know, there's no need for excuses. There's no need for problems. I've heard he's had the flu. I heard he broke his hand. I heard he was having problems. Or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Because when I get him in there again, I'm going to make him feel the fury. He will get it. I've never been as sure as anything in my whole life. As sure as I was this morning putting this suit on and putting my shoes on and having a wash and brushing my teeth. That's how sure I'm going to kick this motherfucker's ass all over that ring. He can't win. He's got a puncher's chance just like everybody else. He could barely land it last time. He landed 2-3 punches in the full fight. I'm much sharper now, match fit, coming off 12 good rounds. You know, been in training camp. I haven't had to lose any weight. I'm fine. I'm great, ready to rumble right now. Hope he trains hard. Hope he goes to bed sleeping, thinking about me. If only I could land me right hand. You know, he's got out of jail a couple of times with that right hand in his last couple of fights. Like he said, people say to me, oh, he's lucky, he gets away with this one shot. Like he just said, it ain't luck. He has to put it there. But this time, he won't be there. Because I'm going to be super slippery. I'm going to be like a goldfish in a goldfish bowl, swimming away. That's it, you know, I'm not here to call him or run him down, because when I run him down...
Sup, Supernaturals?
Shitter on the night, doesn't it? So I want people to think he's the best puncher in history, the greatest boxer in history, longest reigning champion ever, the best there ever was. So when I beat him February 22nd, then it makes my victory look even sweeter.
There you go.
When I really face facts, when I beat Deontay Wilder, I've just beat another bare bum in the shower with a pair of boxing gloves on. Just another tick on the record, another man in the street. That's all he is. He's another person to me. Makes numbers. The Tyson Fury road show continues, and who knows where it will end next. It might be Tokyo, it might be Rome, it might be anywhere. Next stop, Las Vegas. Keep watching.
Deontay over here.
There ain't nobody there. It can't be nobody there.
Severn, Luis Ortiz, and now Fury. Fury has not had a rematch. So what do you think? What do you make of the fact that you concede and prepare for an opponent the second time, and he hasn't had that opportunity yet?
I have had the opportunity. I have had a rematch before, twice. Get your boxing back straight, Mosh.
Aggravated, don't mind him. You know, in rematches, I'm always better
Yeah, I have. Get your facts straight, Lush.
of what I've seen in the ring, what I've experienced with my opponent. So the second time,
It gotta be empty, man.
preparation is a little bit easier because we understand what are they trying to do. I'm very smart. My IQ in the ring is very, very high, you know, and that's why I'm able to set guys up like I'm able to set them up, and then get rid of them in the devastating fashion that I get rid of them in. With him, I know everything he want to do. He gave me 100% of him. No matter what he may say, no matter if he got off the couch or whatever, he did the right things to get himself back into shape with all the things that was going on. Of course, every fighter that faced me get in tip-top A plus shape because they understand the danger that they're putting themselves in. They're putting their body in. You know, this is real life right here. When you boxing is real life. We're actually putting our lives on the line. And he understands that. So with that being said, everything that he wants to do, I'm going to diffuse it. Everything he's trying to, that herky-jerky stuff and trying to win rounds, at the end of the round, sticking his long tongue out and shaking his bald head, shit ain't going to work.
Sticking his tongue
That
out.
ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking
Garden
for
shed
rematch.
promotion.
We
Not
know
Mark.
that when I talk and say
Counter
things,
punch.
things actually happen. We know when he talks, you know, it's just only just to talk, to entertain, to try to get a couple of jokes and laughs in and stuff like that. But February 22nd, when that bell ring, it ain't no joke about that.
Yeah, that didn't look like a genuine laugh.
Have you been able to recreate Tyson's movement in the gym? And what did you learn from the first fight about what you have to do to counteract that?
Well, we've got a lot of great guys that come in and out of there. And,
Shout out to Ice Wallen Cum. Counterpunch to you.
And all that and different things like that. You know, we're bringing different guys.
I think Water smokes him in 6.
You know, that,
Silence is golden. Yeah, I heard that.
Looks, for sure.
But he ain't been fucking silent though.
Second question, you saying?
What did you
He ain't just been loud, you know, except when Bomb Squad.
First of all,
That's the only time he,
you're going to see a much more calmer and patient Wilder this time, just like you've seen in the Ortiz. You know, a lot of people didn't understand what I was doing. You know, and when you're blessed with power, you know, you're not worried about rounds and different things like that. The object of boxing is to win, not just to win rounds, but to win, and I wins, and I do it in a devastating fashion. I do it in a fashion in which you guys get dressed to come and see. Y'all not coming to see a heavyweight go 12 rounds talking about skills and wheels and paying bills. You come to see him get knocked out. That's what you come to see, because you most likely have things planned, you know, after that you want to go see.
He lost one. You love it when he starts whispering, huh?
Hey, you say thank you, Deontay, and you go on about your business and handle what you got to do that night. But I'm more than prepared. Like he said, he's ready right now. I am too, and I can say it with a smile.
That
I'm in a
was
happy
some of
place in
Dr.
my
Devil
life.
Force, I know, right?
I'm very happy. I'm blessed. My family is blessed, and I'm looking forward to this rematch. You know, this is the settle the talk. You know, winner takes all right here, and I can't wait. Trust me, he's getting knocked out.
Trust me.
And just one for Tyson. Tyson, I've seen you working with George Lockhart, the nutritionist. Why did you decide to bring George into your camp, and what difference is he making to the work that you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, I brought George in.
Deontay Demonic Wilder.
Seems a really good guy, and I meet him more than I've ever met before, and training good, and everything's going really well. No injuries, and training camp's going quite well. I've only just started training camp like 10 days ago. So yeah, I can't complain. I never have any excuses. The only thing that I'd hope to do...
Sam, indeed I will. That'll happen sometime in the near future.
That's usually what any boxer can only ask for, 10 to the ring injury-free.
Saying that I think that Wilder would damage AJ and Rivas.
And who's willing to go home as a loser and as a second-place person.
We'll see.
But listening to Deontay for the last half an hour.
Drew, it's on PBC Fox.
Then he keeps talking about he's going to walk away from
YouTube.
the wall. So which is it? Have I made it up, and is it fake, or is it an official title? Anyone who knows boxing knows the lineage of the heavyweight division goes back to the days of John L. Sullivan, right up to the way to me today, Tyson Fury. I'll always talk of the lineal shit, he'll be gone after me and whatever. If he beats me, he'd be beating the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, which means he's the best of his era. And every era there's the best, and I'm the current best lineal champion of my era. I took that title from Vladimir Klitschko, 28th of November 2015.
Klitschko.
Nobody disputed that Vladimir was the best of the day, and I inherited that title off him. So until somebody beats me, I'm still a lineal champion, and still exists.
Well, until Klitschko comes back.
I actually set a massive precedent when it comes to titles, because it was the first time in history.
Tony Douglas there in the library.
Championship that ever split from the Ring Magazine Championship, and I spoke to Ring Magazine guys today, and they're quite delighted that the Ring and the lineal will be put back together after a 3-year, 4-year layoff. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic night. Deontay Wilder is going to come in, and like he said, he's going to be more patient and more relaxed, and whatever he's going to do, try and land that right hand. Of course, that's his best weapon, big right hand, knock me out, whatever. And it's my job not to let him do that. And the fact of the matter is, I'm not going to dress it up, I'm going to speak the honest truth. If I'm stupid enough to get hit by that big stupid right hand, then I deserve knocking out. And it will knock anybody out. As we saw, he hit me with it twice, and bam, I hit the floor twice. But it's not how you hit the floor, it's how you get back up and respond. And he knows he ain't messing with no quitter, no shithouse here. I'm a fighting man. And the late great Brendan Ingle once said, to beat Tyson Fury, you have to nail him to the fucking canvas. And that's what this little skinny legged super noodle will have to do, nail him to the canvas. And if he can't do that, I'm going to eat him up. This time it's going to be different. He thinks I'm going to come out Irking and jerking, as Eddie Earn says. Everyone's took that style now. The irky jerky style of Tyson Fury. Made it famous. I'm not looking for irky jerky. I want him to meet me dead in the centre of the ring. Let's have a slugfest. Best man stands up, loser goes down. I got 20 knockouts out of 29 wins. He knows he was rocked 3 or 4 times in that fight. But I never had the gas to finish him. I'll be honest and truthful. I didn't have the gas after the layoff, after all the weight loss. I never had the gas to put my foot down. This time I can turn that screwdriver until he's gone. And I want to meet him head on. El Mono, in the centre of the ring. Let's make it a Tommy Earns, Marvin Hagler type fight. Best man stands, the loser goes back and recruits. Back to the gym, back to the drawing board. I'll meet you, Deontay, in the middle of the ring, 22nd of February. I won't be running. You won't have to look anywhere for me. Just watch out for the right hands, because you're going to sleep in 2 rounds. 2 rounds is going down. I had a dream.
2 rounds.
Same dream about round 2. I'm playing poker all the time and he's getting dealt number two. It's definitely a thing. He's getting knocked out in 2 rounds, 100%. 2.
2 rounds.
Now, when he's on his back looking up at me, he have no
Look at Wilder over there. Saying he's on that coke. He's smoking. He on that nose candy. He think he gonna knock me out in 2 rounds, bitch.
For this fight coming up.
I just hope Fury ain't sleeping 2 rounds. Vic, I know, right? Ricky Bobby.
Here again to get a bad decision. You know, I know I'm not going to get a decision in the United States. It's clear. After last time, it's very clear. So that's why I hired Sugar Hill. If I didn't want a knockout, I wouldn't employ the Kronk trainer who specialises in sitting on your punches.
I know that's why he went there.
Look at Tommy. Look at all the
Sit on punches.
Klitschko,
Bone crunching punches.
That's all I'm looking for. One big right hand, nail, Deontay Wilder. Good night. There's the game plan.
Booger sugar Wilder. He on that booger sugar. You on that nose candy.
What we're doing, irky jerky, slipping and sliding. I ain't looking for that. I ain't coming here for a punch decision. I'm coming for a knockout. Like Deontay Wilder said, I'm sick of punch decisions. I've had plenty of them in my career. I've had 9 of them. I'm looking for a knockout number 21. And that's brutally honest. Brutally from the heart honest. I'm looking to knock him out.
Hey, champ, he changed my mind. My line of thinking. Care to respond to his two round knockout prediction?
I mean, that's what he believes in his heart, you know. That's what he believes. I always teach people when I speak, I say, speak and believe and receive it, you know. And if you really, but the magic of it all is the belief. It's the belief. And though he's saying it, I don't feel that his energy that he believes that he's going to do that. If anything, I feel he's nervous. You know, he's very scared because of what happened the first time. And I understand this is boxing. And sometimes fighters, they have to put up this front, you know, like it's all good and nothing, you know, nothing gets to them or nothing hurts them or, you know, we always acting tough and stuff because of the sport that we're in. But I'm a realist, you know. And he know what happened. When you get knocked out like that and put on it and you don't know how you got there and how you got up, it was the grace of God that bothers you. That not only affects you, but it affects your environment, it affects your family as well. Because they know you going in there again with this monster. And you know what he's capable of doing. It's not an act. It's something I do every time I'm out. I knock guys out. Every guy that I face, I put him down. And it won't be no difference this time around either. Y'all know what I'm good at it. I'm great at it. I provided my service. I provided my service to my greatness and getting it to you guys each and every time. You know this. They know what they up against. Like I said, I'm happy. I sit up here right here with a smile. I can't even stop smiling because that the inner happiness inside of me. I'm not concerned or worried about who he got in camp or what he got going on. I'm not worried at all. He should be worried about me. And I already started camp 10 days when this is going to the 3rd week. Boy, you got boy, it's gonna be a beautiful moment in
The
time.
fuck was that?
But not so pleasant for him.
Huh. That should be a fucking that should be a gift.
Thank you very much to our trainers, camps.
What the fuck was that?
Here that concludes our Q&A session.
That's that Alabama, guys. That's that Alabama. He might be on that Booger Sugar Bane 1986. He might be on that Booger Sugar himself. He might, this shit good. This shit make me shoot to the moon. Bomb squad!
And ESPN Plus pay.
Okay, here's the face-off, guys. Here's the face-off. This is what we've been waiting on. This is where the energy. This is the last before the weigh-in. This is it. All the shit talk is over for now. It goes back to social media. So anything is going to be said between these two guys will be said right now. You know, Wilder, he has his belt. He picks that belt up. It was on his left side. Now he has it on his right side of his shoulder. You know, he's messing with the trinkets and such on the belt. Okay, now we go back to fucking pantomime, and we can't hear what they say. We don't hear what they're saying. I guess we may hear from someone else what they said while they were face-to-face talking to each other, which we cannot see. Nicola.
Why are you cackling like a damn fool? I've never seen that before. I think you've been tasting some of my drug man's cocaine. I've never ever seen that shit. What are you, you're a big dumb hillbilly. You a big dulcer. From Alabama, you're getting knocked out in 2 rounds.
Yeah, that laugh though. Like what the? I gotta hear that again. I gotta hear that laugh again. I don't know what the hell came out of Wilder, but you know what? What he wants to do, Wilder is trying to. You know he's an actor, right? You know he's working on his craft as an actor. So he wants to show the public. He wants to prove to himself and give the perception that he's calm. But that that shit right there, that proved that he's not. That proved that it's all an act. He's not that way. You know, Tyson Fury's the same way the whole time. He's talking a bunch of shit. Everyone's a shit house. Everyone's a bum.
They're all shit houses. They're all bums. I fought 100 bums. I've done 12 round decisions. I want a knockout now.
And that what the fuck was that? I mean, that was that. We didn't really see who was in the crowd. They didn't want to show the crowd. I think they did a little bit of that last year, but they had enough people to at least show a glimpse of what the crowd looked like. Now, the funny thing about this, let me break it down to you and counterpunch this, guys. It's one of those things where let's talk about the points. Wilder did have a good point. He had a valid point. He said, well, if he was so sure of himself, why is he changing trainers? You know, that is a good counterpunch from Deontay Wilder. Why? Because if you are comfortable with what you did the first time, there's no need for other trainers. Now, that's real. When you're talking like when Canelo, when he lost, that's why I give Canelo props. When he lost to Floyd Mayweather, he didn't change trainers. He stayed with the trainer. He blamed himself. That's called integrity. I got to give Canelo props for that. As far as Wilder, he stayed with the same trainers. What he said was true. Why does he change trainers? He fired Ben Davison. He hired Javon Hill. And, you know, if he was comfortable with Ben Davison, all the shit he's been through with Ben Davison, he would have at least kept Ben Davison. Okay. But obviously Tyson Fury, you know, he goes however he feels. But he explained Tyson Fury, for his defense, the reason why he picked Javon Hill. For one, he's acquainted with him because they both used to be with Emmanuel Stewart, which is, you know, the uncle of Javon Hill. And plus the Kronk's Gym teaches you how to punch. Tyson Fury, I believe what Tyson Fury says. He is going out there to knock out Deontay Wilder, which really means something very dangerous. Because at that point, why do you think he got hit in the 12th round like he got hit? Think about it. He got hit because he put himself right in the center line by throwing that 1-2 combination, and he clocked Wilder. Wilder took that punch well, but because Wilder knew that punch was coming. Wilder sees a punch and he's like, look, let me put my guards up. Some of the punches might get through, but I'm bracing for the impact. That's Wilder. If you see Wilder, he's the same way the whole time. Fury punched that right in between that guard. He did so. He caught Wilder. But Fury was still on the center line. He was still on the line of attack, and he went straight back on that same line, and fucking Deontay clocked him. Boom, 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 boom. That's what he did. Done. Now, it's going to be the same opportunities like that, and it might come quicker if Fury intends to come in there and take it and go toe-to-toe with Deontay Wilder. Now, here's the thing. If he tries that Anthony Joshua shit with Deontay Wilder, and he can hurt Wilder, and he's hurt Wilder, though. He has hurt Wilder. He may be able to get Wilder out of there. Because look, this is what I see. I don't see him knocking out Wilder flat, like I told you guys. If he hurts Wilder, he can buckle Wilder, because all Wilder's going to do when he gets hurt is defend himself. He's not going to fight back. He's not an exchanging fighter. That's not Wilder's style. Wilder is not an inside fighter. He's not a blow-for-blow fighter. He's nothing like that. He wants you to come in. He wants to jump in. He catches you coming in or coming out. He's an in-and-out fighter. He needs to catch you on the end of his shots. He's not an inside guy at all. So someone that can fight on the inside can beat him. Someone like Tyson Fury, if he can get on the inside, put his head to his chest, and keep it short and tight, he can take out Wilder. But it won't be for one punch, no. But the punches that he won't see can hurt Wilder enough to cover up. If he can convince a referee that Wilder's not fighting, okay, and not punching back, they can stop the fight. They can do that. Yes, they will piss. Yes, they will moan. Because, hey, it was a close, who stopped the fight? Why'd you stop the fight? Because Wilder wasn't fighting back. Wilder's not an exchanger. He's not an inside fighter. He doesn't like to fight and go blow for blow. He doesn't believe in Mexican style. Oh no, Hades, no. He's not that type of dude. Okay? But Wilder has that one punch. If you put yourself at that one punch, you can get knocked out. People need to understand that. Fury has been 12 rounds with Wilder. Hopefully he's learned that. If he's learned that, he's learned how to deal with it. Now, what Wilder learned about Fury, it shouldn't matter if Wilder decides, like he said, he's not going to go with the irky jerky. I'm going to box you for 12 round style. I'm going to beat you in a 12 round snooze fest. I'm going to just outpoint you. But he did leave you with a reminder of that when he did say, I come to win. So when anybody came to win, Anthony Joshua said the same thing. And what did he do? He boxed fucking Andy Ruiz's face off with the jab. So we don't really know how Fury's going to come. It could be all a smokescreen. It could be he ends up doing what he knows how to do best. Aqua J Hodges. Aqua J Hodges. Do what you do well. But it is what it is. But as far as Wilder, Wilder said, hey, I have the same trainers. I don't need other trainers to help me. Well, there's a flip side to that. Because he has the same trainers, because he's always been with the same people, those same people haven't taught him or trained him anything. And if they have, he hasn't practiced it. He's learned. What I've seen Wilder improve in is he's able now, instead of swinging wild or chopping with that right hand, or swinging wide with that right hand, I've seen him throw that right straighter. He's able to throw the right straighter and perfect the punch, just like he did with Dominic Brazil. That was a straight, perfect right hand, just like he did with Ortiz in his last fight. Jason Mesa, he is getting better with the right hand, but Jason Mesa, he's a one-handed fighter. So yes, he's getting better with what he uses, but if he only uses one hand, that's what he has. So yes, he's getting better, but he's getting better with the one punch that he uses. Okay? It's paw, right hand, strong jab, right hand. What else does he have? Yeah, that fake laugh was crazy. If I ain't gonna lie. That fake laugh was it was crazy. But what Wilder's doing, he's learning with what he has, what he only uses. He's learning and he's getting better and better at what he only uses. But I mean, the evolution of someone fighting like that, fuck, you have no excuse but to get better, honestly. Because if you've done it, if you're used to throwing one punch, you're good at knocking people out with that one punch, and that's what you have your faith and your bread and butter on. That's what you're going to get better at, obviously, right? AGV, Matt, check this out. Wilder won't change trainers until Wilder gets beat. That's if Wilder really cares about boxing. See, it's a rumor that Wilder's passion is not boxing at all, honestly. What did he say his passion was? He said his passion is acting. So if he gets beat, he's going to probably be an actor. I'll see him on set one fucking day, and it'd be ironic because he won't even be a boxer no more. He'd be the fucking, a reoccurring bad henchman. Therefore, he will be with me. I'll see him all the time. I'm like, oh shit, there's Deontay in New Orleans. You know what I mean? That's not far from Birmingham, people. That's like 2 hours. So, a lot of those smaller shows and productions will get guys that do have a following or somewhat of a following, which Deontay Wilder has. So if his passion is acting, we'll see if he loses to anyone, honestly. But if Fury is able to do what Fury is set out to do, Fury's stock will rise. Wilder was in Magnum PI. Was he really? Was that the new Magnum? Is that the one in Hawaii? Now, I want to see it. Was Wilder hasn't shown me anything else except he's getting more patient. But he knows that's what he does. If you notice, he says, well, why would you worry about rounds when you're going to get the KO? In theory, that's kind of true. But in the same token, if you believe that you're not worried about rounds, right? If you believe you're not worried about rounds and you're worried about the knockout only, that means you cannot say at the same time, I have a high ring IQ. You can't that's a fucking cliche. You can't say, hey, I don't worry about winning rounds and putting together punches when I'm knocking people out, and then say I have a high ring IQ. You're not worried about the ring. You're worried about knocking people out, so that means you just have to land one punch. Now if he thinks landing one punch, and that punch could come from him sizing up and he's saying his distance or whatever, maybe he's referring to that as his ring IQ, but it's kind of a contradiction, really, because you can't say I got a high ring IQ when I don't even worry about winning rounds. Well, if you have a high ring IQ, you're worried about what punches a fighter lands on you and what you land on that fighter. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like I'm listening to Wilder and I hear him speak. It's like this. Just say you don't worry about winning rounds. Don't say you have a high ring IQ. Just say, hey, I knock people out. That's what I do. Just try to stop me. I would respect that 100% because that was the realest you can ever be. That's the realest you could ever be. Hey, I don't really box well, but I know I have a right hand that can knock out a fucking rhinoceros. And if I hit you with that, you're going out. No doubt. You know what I mean? Boxer is all knockout, bro. Be real. Boxer is all knockout. Okay, yeah. But anyway, career versus career, best versus best. Well, hey, he is the resistance. He is the one-hand fighter. He mentioned his arm. And I know he brought that up to show how tough he is. It's not really a good thing. I mean, don't talk about, I broke my hand or I broke my arm or I did this, I did. You know, what hand did you break? You know, he said, well, yeah, you know what? He did say his right hand. You couldn't have broke your right hand swinging like that. You know, like, but anyway, what this means is if he had a problem with his right hand, let's say, because you know Manny Pacquiao, my shoulder, I broke my shoulder, my heart, I can't throw. Okay, if he pulls the Manny Pacquiao route, perfect, wonderful. For all shits and giggles, he did have a problem with his right hand or right arm. He says that's not the problem. So if he gets beat, if Fury gets beat, nobody has no excuses. See, the first fight was too experimental. And I want you guys to listen to me. And this is a better fight. No one's saying Fury's not 50%, 60%. He just hasn't overcome 147 pounds and just lost all that. He didn't waste time losing weight. He has enough stamina. He trains all the time, every day. He does that. Okay, cool. Wilder don't have his arm injury. Cool. Both of these guys are at 100%. They're in shape. They have no injuries. Great. That's what I want to hear. That's exactly what I want to hear. So it's like, this is the fight that defines fights. So by theory, people, by theory, if whoever wins this fight here won't be the best heavyweight. No, that won't mean that. Because these motherfuckers got to fight other fighters. Duh. But what this will mean is the winner will be the winner with no excuses, right? And there will be no reason for another fight. You know what I mean? There will be no reason for another, oh, let's fight again. No, you're just wasting people's fucking time. And if that's the case, if Wilder's content with fighting Fury again, you know what that means? That means you're ducking and avoiding another situation. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, this shit happened. If whoever wins this time, let's say Wilder wins, and he's still, oh, well, I got to give Tyson a rematch. Motherfucker, no, you don't. And if you got to give him a rematch, why don't you give him one later on after you've fought for undisputed, something you fucking claim you wanted? See, that's the problem. And that was the problem with me and Wilder last year. Because I'm thinking, okay, 18, they did a draw. Fury came back into the sport of boxing. He fought, he outboxed Fury with Wilder. Wilder dropped him twice. It ended with a draw. Okay, well, that fight's done. But no, it's not done. Oh, I have to right my wrongs. Motherfucker, what did you do wrong? You remember he said that, and and it's funny how selective people's memory is when it comes to certain people when they say certain things. I have to right my wrongs. Remember that? I have to right my wrongs when it comes from a situation where you had an opportunity to fight for undisputed. And then things change and the champion changes. And all of a sudden, oh, well, now it's one champion, one face, one name. But even before then, because I dug up a video that Deontay Wilder spewed out of his mouth about the lineal champ. He gave Tyson Fury full credit for being the undisputed champ. And that was in late 2018. That was like August, September, right? He was saying Tyson Fury is the lineal champ. So whoever wins, it's the true champion, one face, one name. So that means you really didn't even need Anthony Joshua. That was the current unified champion. You didn't even need him for that. If you regarded Tyson Fury the lineal champ with the unified belts, Chris Serrano, counterpunch to you. What's up, brother? But you notice he's not saying that now, which is a good sign. It's a good sign. Why is it a good sign? Because now he's not saying that this fight is the whole winner takes all. He's not saying that no more. So hopefully, if he does beat Fury, he can't deny a fight with Anthony Joshua. But if Anthony Joshua is beat, that might have gave him confidence that he never had like before. Because I don't think he had that confidence before. I think as long as Anthony Joshua had a higher knockout percentage as him, had all the belts, made all the fucking money, could knock people out too with either hand, I think that was a bother. I think that was a worry, a concern by Shelly Finkel. Because Shelly Finkel was manager of Klitschko, and he kept Wilder away from Klitschko. But then Joshua beat Klitschko because he thought Klitschko would beat Joshua, but Joshua didn't beat Klitschko. I mean, Joshua did beat Klitschko. Klitschko didn't beat Joshua, right? Dyslexia a little bit. But so he said, well, look, I'm not going to put Joshua in there because maybe there's more to Joshua. So guess what? If we're going to fight Joshua, we want half the lion's share. So that's what they went for. So, we'll see. The boxing icons. We will see. We will see if he wins. But then again, let's see what Fury does if he wins. Let's see if any of these guys are about their word. You know what I mean? Because it takes two to tango. If Fury beats Wilder, let's see if Fury takes on Anthony Joshua. We already heard Eddie Hearn say, hey, 50-50, we're cool with 50-50. Now it's 50-50, especially if he beats Wilder, right? And after offering Wilder $100 million, you know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of warranted now that you would offer Tyson Fury 50-50 because Tyson's on WWE. He's making other money other places. So he has another platform that watch him besides boxing. And when you do that, you have more credibility. You have more marketability, right? It is what it is. Stallone talks about putting his ass into a movie, Yeah, well, bye-bye. You had $100 million. Wilder doesn't care because he's probably not intelligent enough to understand what he's lost because he's so arrogant. That's what arrogance will do to you. Arrogance will have you thinking that you actually did the right thing when you have done the wrong thing. You can't see logically past your own ego. So that probably is the case. You know what I mean? That probably is the case. But now it's 50-50 for Fury Joshua. That's what Eddie Hearn said, Jason Mesa. He mentioned if he beats Wilder, and I think that's contingent on if he beats Wilder. If he doesn't beat Wilder, I don't think that 50-50 would be on the table. If he loses, I think he lost a lot of his shit. So it's really winner takes all to the next level, honestly. Yeah, it's number one super pig. Absolutely. I think, there are two different styles. Wilder, Bomb Squad, Powerhouse Right, Windmill, you know what I mean? Becoming more controlled, more patient. Tyson Fury, irky jerky, but then went to the Kronk's gym. He's trying to be a knockout artist all of a sudden. So this looks very interesting. So you could have two different fights. You could have Triple G Canelo 2. You could have Joshua Ruiz 2. You could have two different fights. Wilder Fury 2. Maybe a totally different fight. Would you ever do a stream with boxing icon and showbiz? Of course I would. I collaborate with showbiz. I talk to him here and there. I ask him a question or two. Yeah, we talk. I mean, he's a cool guy. I watch his videos. He has a lot of energy and stuff like that. I don't know where he's based out of. The only way I could see me doing that, because I did that in the UK with another commentator once upon a time a couple of years ago, is by Google Hangout. And then we'll do it, then record it, and then re-release it on both of our channels. We'll do that, like some ESPN versus PBC kind of shit. Albertus, Kurt, do you have $1 million? No, I don't have $1 million. Not right now. Not on me. Wait. No, not on me. Nick Rich, that uppercut was landed after he was already hurt. Wilder was swinging like a chick in high school. He is not a good boxer. One trick pony, like I said. Nick Rick. One thing I got to counterpunch to is what Wilder said about the competition. Now, he said I had the harder competition. I mean, Dominique Brazil is too slow. He was going to catch Dominique Brazil eventually. Dominique Brazil can punch, though, but someone that slow will not phase Wilder. Now, we have to give Wilder credit. I never thought that Dominique Brazil would beat Wilder. I probably hoped for him to beat Wilder, but realistically, no, he's just too slow. He can't react as fast. He needs someone slower. Like Dominique Brazil would do wonders with a guy like Joe Joyce because they're both slower fighters. Okay. They're a couple clicks behind a regular quick reaction fighter. And Wilder's fast because he's lanky, he's tall, he's rangy, he has long arms. That's what he does. He can get off before someone like Dominique Brazil. The only thing is, they had bad blood because they got in an altercation back in the day that resulted in like criminal, you know, stuff. But but Ortiz, yeah, I mean, you had a tough fight with Ortiz. Now he's older. You made jokes about him being older, but then you fight an older guy after making jokes about him being older. So you fight an old guy. So how are you really? Was it a hard year for Wilder? It wasn't a hard year for 2019. Again, his year could have been a totally different how it should have went. Why is he fighting Ortiz again? He didn't have to fight Ortiz again. He had nothing to prove. Right my wrongs. What wrongs did you do? I think Wilder needs to be more confident in himself. Like he shouldn't have fought Fury again. He should have fought Joshua last year for $100 million, for $50 million a fight. Then we'd have seen who's better out of that. Then Fury picks up whoever wins out of the two. After Wilder has made his money, then he's reckoned with Joshua. That's how it should have been, but it didn't go that way. He was so busy living in the past. Why is Wilder living in the past? You know, it's crazy. Then saying they are both 100% now will change after the right Ruiz style. Yeah, Zaro's 2-time now. Yeah, that would look. You would expect to hear excuses of that. You know, whoever loses, something would be on. Something will be off. Nah, this was off. No, that was off. No, this wasn't right. No, that wasn't right. No one really knows who ducked who or what happened. Enjoy the sport. Don't bandwagon. Alex, let me tell you something. How many times you know who you can tell who ducked or not? You can tell Alex or who ducked. This is how you tell. Who was sending offers to who? That's all you need to ask yourself. Who sent who offers? You know what I mean? That's all you if you constantly have Team AJ was sending offers to this guy, sending offers. Wilder wouldn't accept them or denying them. You can't say that someone's sending offers is ducking. It's just bullshit. It's just at this point, you have to understand that this is one of them things where it just takes common sense. It just takes common sense. You know, the A side is sending offers to the B side. Deontay Wilder's the B side. The only problem is he has an ego, so he's pretending that he's the A side. They try to counteroffer with $50 million that they really didn't have, and if they had it, it was coming from someone that they didn't even supposed to be dealing with. They were lying about the partners they were with. It was ridiculous. All these are facts. Steven Espinosa said, you know what? We're not dealing with BT. Frank Warren said, yes, they wanted us to come in and we were going to front the money for the $50 million. Steven Espinosa said, no, BT wasn't even involved. And Lou DiBella said, yeah, so what, he was involved. Come on, man. Let's just stop that. Let's just stop. You know? Usyk finishes Wilder. That would be a good fight. But Wilder has speed too. So, but then you know something? Someone like Usyk would be prepared for that type of power. The thing is, you know, could Usyk inflict the type of damage he needs to, because it's going to be accumulative. He has to accumulate damage on Wilder to hurt Wilder, to swell Wilder up. I don't see him just knocking out Wilder. I see him doing what Pacquiao did to De La Hoya. That's what I see Usyk doing to Wilder. That's if Wilder don't catch him with the right. Now, if he catches him with the right, that's a totally different story, people. You know. See, people get this channel, I don't know, kind of mixed up like, oh, I hate Wilder. I don't hate Wilder. I just know Wilder is delusional a lot of times. There's nothing wrong with believing in yourself. Nothing wrong with that. But if you get to the point where you can't see the benefits that benefit your career because you're looking at your own ego and you hate the fact that reality is what it is, If you know a guy's more marketable than you, he sells more than you, he makes more money than you, you are not the A side. You are the B side. You're not known like that other fighter, that other champion. It doesn't matter if Wilder can knock out Joshua. It does not matter. Why? Because he has to get in the ring with him to do so, right? You know what I mean? Oh, I would love to do that. I would love to, Aaron Clark, I would love to do a charity boxing match with Blue Blood. I have nothing against Blue Blood. We just think different. You know, but since we think different, we can get in the same ring and fight. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he works out from time to time, and I know I do. I do what I do. I'm pretty sure he's a heavyweight because I think he used to be once upon a time a fat guy. So he's at least 200 pounds. That makes him a heavyweight. If he's 205, he's a heavyweight. I would love to do that. Maybe one day, maybe a year or two when both of our channels are at 100,000 subscribers or something like that. And, we'll see if that happens. But yeah, that would be great. Yeah, see, Wilder, what has been mismanaged? So Alex, you can't say if you believe he's been mismanaged, how can you think? Because you think do you think Deontay Wilder himself is ducking or is turning down these offers? You think he turned them offers down, Alex? Think about what you're saying. If you think he's mismanaged, that means that a lot of people in his corner that work for him made a lot of decisions for him that wasn't right for him. And they only benefited themselves. See, Shelly Finkel hates Eddie Hearn. So if he hates Eddie Hearn, do you think he would allow Deontay Wilder to sign a DAZN deal that knowing he has to deal with Eddie Hearn? Come on, man. You guys got to think. You got to think outside the box. You got to think where Deontay Wilder's at. You got his manager saying what he will and will not do. Okay. And do you think he was, well, how much is Joshua getting? It doesn't matter how much Joshua was getting. So how much money they offered you to fight the guy you claim you want to fight? You're not going to get that fighting Fury. You're not going to get that fighting Brazil. You're not going to get that fighting anyone else. Come on, man. Let's just, you know what I mean? Let's just stop that, He looks like he'll be sluggish in the ring. I don't know. I mean, I don't, I never seen Blue Blood in person. So I don't know. I don't know what he looks like. You defend against Blue Blood. Counterpunch Boxing, keep the dope boxing talk coming. Mar the Machine, Counterpunch to you. Thank you for the support. Another great channel is Showbiz. Yeah, I like Showbiz. Showbiz is cool. He's very animated. He is very animated. And let's see. Try and burn Donkey out. Usyk could do. I think. What? Okay. Wilder told Shelley to handle the business questions in an interview. Yeah. See. No, well, you know what, Felon? He didn't even say that. Shelley butted in because after Deontay say he turned down the money, you remember they started asking Deontay questions about, hey, what was up with the interview? Then Shelly Finkel, well, hold on, I'm going to answer this. And then Deontay gave Shelly this kind of underside look. He side-eyed him like, you know what I mean? He gave them this side-eye look. And I seen it. I have a screenshot of it. And it was almost like Deontay was kind of like on the cool, was like, why the fuck you cut me off? You know what I mean? Why did you cut me off? Because I was trying to explain something myself. Actually, that was disrespectful to Deontay Wilder. Like, yeah, you're my manager, but like, dude, I have my own mind. If I turned down the money, I turned it down myself. Or did he? Managers can get in your head too. Think about it. You know what I mean? Managers can get in your head too. It ain't just fighters getting in your head. Managers, promoters, advisors can get in your head. They can tell you to think a certain way that you need to think. If they're all about a certain network, like I think Shelly Finkel was, Al Heyman has vested interest in Fox and Showtime, so he has no reason for Deontay Wilder to go to the zone. And he knows that some like certain money ain't all money ain't good money, especially when has vested interest in Fox, Showtime. Okay, so it is what it is. Yeah, let's get those likes up. We got 400 people on the chat. I appreciate everyone on the chat. Let's get the likes to 400. Let's get this party started. The press conference. Back to the press conference. Wilder versus Fury 2 press conference. It's sad it's the only one. You know what I mean? It's sad it's the only one because, for one, this was a spontaneous press conference that I guess they had for the sake of having. I don't really know why. If they were going to have it, they should have promoted it more. Because you didn't hear hardly any clapping at all. Come on, man. This is Wilder versus Fury. Shit, this is like, it was people were clapping like this was some nobody's fighting. This is the lineal champion versus the WBC champion, the rematch. I don't know, man. It just doesn't look good. And in defense of Wilder and Fury, they didn't have enough time to promote the damn thing. They didn't have enough time. You know, like, yeah, wasn't nobody there, but at the same token, it's not me saying, there's nobody there. It's like they didn't have enough time to promote this fight. You know, it was a 1 minute presser. It was crazy. Yeah, me too, Jim Brown. Kind of punched at that, man. I was hoping for more too. You know, I mean, they said what they're going to say, but it was almost like it was almost like this was the last press conference as opposed to the first and only press conference. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It almost like this was the last one and everybody was just like fucking tired. Like, dude, this is the last one. I'm glad this is the only one. And that's that. I can't wait to get in the ring. You know? But it's crazy. You know, I don't know. Maybe like Bob Arum. They've been promoting the fucking fight all year long. They don't need to go on city by city tour. Fuck, they know they're fighting. We know it. ESPN Fox. I'm like, okay, Bob, shit, chill. Chill, Bob. You know? Just chill. Because PBC and Top Rank were banking on a Ruiz win. Antonio Matthews. Counterpunch to you, bro. You know, I think they didn't put money into this fight because they didn't think they were going to fucking have it. You were absolutely spot on. I thought of that, and it hit me one night before I went to bed. I didn't do a video about it, but I think I will do a separate video about it. And shouts out to you, Antonio. Thank you. Because I don't think, you know, and you know how that, you know what that means too? That shows how it shows how transparent this fight really fucking is. Think about it. This fight really ain't a solid fight because they ain't putting money into the shit. Even though it's two networks, they're just allowing it to be on two different networks. That's supposed to be a big deal. But why isn't it? Because a bigger fight, the biggest fight of last year happened and the wrong motherfucker won. Or should I say the wrong motherfucker lost. You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations where I honestly think that if Ruiz would have beat Joshua, this fight wouldn't even fucking be going on. This fight wouldn't even be happening. That's why this press conference was just thrown together because remember, they wasn't going to have one. There wasn't going to be a fucking conference. They didn't care about a conference. You know? Tyson Fury, it's not a conference. We got to do this. We're going to promote it looking at fucking football. The Peach Bowl has 40 million pay-per-views. Like, dude, chill. Yeah, all that step aside talk. Yeah, that died when Ruiz lost. Why do you think Deontay Wilder was so fucking mad? He was angry. He was furious, people. He was mad at Ruiz. He thought that's gonna be my next dancing partner. Fuck Anthony Joshua. He deserves what he got. The rich fucking Brit. I'm sick of listening and hearing about this guy. You know. Yeah, he hates AJ too. He can't stand AJ. But you know what? He hates AJ, but he hates Andy Ruiz more. Okay? Metal Arden. He hates Andy more. Why? Because it's bitter. Because he could have had that fighter. Now, if he could go back to Hands of Time, you're not leaving the contract. You're not leaving Top Rank. I'll get you the fucking fight. Just sit tight. You know what I mean? You're not leaving, Andy. Fucking have a Snickers and sit the fuck down. I'll call you. Oh, man. AJ needs to attend. You know what? AJ probably would attend if, you know what? And if he does attend, I don't think he should tell anybody. I think he should just show the fuck up. That would fuck everybody up. You know? And sit exactly where he was sitting when Chisora fought Dillian White the second time. You remember when Dillian White called Anthony Johnson, "Hey, you lanky piece of shit over there. I'm talking about that lanky piece of shit." Oh, mate, your Bob is pure gold. Yeah, fucking Bob is a man. Bob is a pimp, man. You know, AJ should roll up with his goons. Alex, he should show up and don't tell anybody. He should just show the fuck up by get all his fighters they still got seats, people. I've just checked this shit. Matter of fact, let me look up these tickets right now. Let's look up the tickets. I want to purchase Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 2 ticket. StubHub, boom. Let's go there. What do we got? All right. All right, so we have Saturday, February 2nd. It says only 2 tickets left at lower price. View tickets. Let's view the tickets, guys. Let's see what the hell we got. Okay, so okay. Okay. Let's go with the well, okay, the front row tickets are 11,000. The center 35,000. See, they have tickets. And I guess that's how many that's available. Yeah, they fucking have tickets. Dude, they have tickets. They have a lot of tickets. Anyway. Pterodactyl doing an AJ impression. AJ, your character goes a long way, your character goes a long way, when I fight in outside the ring, and you have to have the same character inside and outside the ring. Because if you don't, people will look at you like, yeah. Oh, man. In AJ's voice, it's not going to always be sun. It's not going to always be sunshines and rainbows. Like I tell people, don't let a failure get to your heart, and don't let success go to your head. Oh yeah, I know. I need to work on it. Yeah, definitely. I miss Jim Lampley, big right hand. Oh man, William, that was like my first commentation voice. And De La Hoya hits him with a great right hand. Larry, what do you think about that? Well, I think that both of the fighters are really
They're actually kind of dumbfounded now. They're not really fighting. What are you talking about, Larry? They're fighting their ass off.
Oh man. Yeah, you sound like a Mexican Stallone, I know, right? Yeah, oh man. Frank Warren. You need a rub. You need some rum to do Joshua. Hell yeah, I need a Cuba Libre. I get a little better, a little slower, little slower with my words. Oh man. Oh, Anna Clark, no doubt. Thanks for the super chat. William Davison, Larry, where you at? Jim Brown, I wouldn't pay 11,000 for front row seats to anything. I'll do the pay per view. Fucking right. No. I sit at home. You know, how about I just put 11,000 on my fucking condo? Yeah, and pay that off in after 10 fights. You know what I mean? At 11,000. Come on, man. That's just kind of like just the sake of you be there. And what if Wilder comes in there, bomb squad, boom, oh, 11,000, oh, you got a hot date and shit. You know what I mean? I got a friend. I brought a friend in. We're chilling. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, boom, bomb squad, boom, you feel like a fucking Tyson fight. Then you're mad at Deontay for the wrong reasons. Motherfucker, I paid $11,000 to see you knock out this motherfucker and just dig him a jigger. I mean, what was his name? What's his name? You forget his name and shit. Forget Tyson Fury's name. Was it Teslee, Babs, Ruiz? I'm gonna come back stronger. I don't care what people say. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the haters. I'm going to come back stronger. Me and Manny, we're not talking now, but I'm still on vacation. I can't get enough of this Presidente. I'm in DR, and this beer is good, and the chicks are fine. My wife's gonna kill me, but I love it. I got money, so who fuck it. Oh man, Don Wilder is heavyweight. Wow, Ruiz, you lost some weight. I know, right? I don't care who comes. I don't want to see a good fight, and a knockout would be a bomb. I want to see a good fight. I want to see a good fight. Like, you know what? A fight I loved? Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez 4. That fight, that shit was like high octane. Even when Manny got knocked cold out, he was still breathing like. If you seen him on the ground, he was face first, but he was still breathing. It was like his brain was off. Like someone pulled the plug on his brain. That punch landed. The plug was pulled from his brain. It was just pulled directly from the brainstem, like, but his body was still working. I had too much to. No. Who's that? Andy Ruiz? I had too much on my plate, but it's a blessing, It's a blessing. It's really a blessing. But I love Snickers. I'm stoned, brother. I love Snickers when I'm stoned, but I can't really smoke when I'm fucking fighting because, they got Vada and shit. And I was trying to get out of it. And I was hoping to God, like, please, God, in Saudi Arabia, no drug tests so I can fucking smoke with my boys. Yeah, he took that loss bad. I don't know, though. I mean, he was pretty cool with that, though. I mean, he really was. He took a year off. And then he came back and he fought Rios in Macau. Right? And that was in November on the 23rd of 2013. And he got knocked out to December 8th of 2012. So it was about a year. So he took a year off and then he had his last child. Remember, he had that 5th kid that looks just like him and shit. You know what I mean? remember him crying a bit at the time, though hard to watch. Who was crying? I didn't remember who was crying. Water is tough. All heavyweights are. AJ got clipped on the temple, leg stone, working and stayed up for 4 rounds. What do you think this says about AJ? It says that he didn't go out. He never recovered. You know. Hold on, let me plug my phone up real quick. I am back, good peoples. AJ soft, just say it, damn. Well, if he was that soft, I think he would have just stayed down. You know, if he was really soft, he wouldn't have came out in the fourth. You know, if he was all that fucking soft, Joshua wouldn't have came out in the 4th round. He'd have just said, I can't see, I can't think. What happened? Why do I feel this way? I don't want to fight. He'd have waited the fucking fight off. He'd have quit on a stool. Then you'd be like, then you could say that, like, you know what? But no, you know, he came back. He landed some good right hands on Ruiz. It's just Ruiz's momentum at the time was like, fuck it, I got him. I can hurt this guy. Let me get in the inside and throw these bows. And that's what he did. Now, granted, with Joshua, again, if he was that soft, when he spit out that mouthpiece, he wouldn't have got up. He wouldn't have got up. And even I saw that that documentary on DAZN about that whole ordeal. Even the ref was like, no, Joshua didn't quit. He wanted more time. He wanted more time, which the time he wanted, he couldn't get because there wasn't any time, you know. And by that time, he had already been down twice in round 4, you know. Brendan Keno, peace out, brother. Thank you for coming on. I will be surprised if it breaks 500K, but they inflate the numbers anyway. Yeah, you know, it's like almost like the people that support the fight will over exaggerate the numbers. They will amplify, you know, they'll make it something that it really wasn't, you know. But then again, to be fair, the people that don't support it, will they actually say the true actual numbers? You know? Problem with people is they think the loudest person shouting bomb squad means you're tough, and the quiet guy that speaks quietly is soft. Yeah, in the works. No, I don't hear that McGregor and Pacquiao. That'd be good though. That would be bad for McGregor though. I'm gonna tell you why. Unless McGregor can catch him countering Pacquiao, Pacquiao will eat McGregor's shit. Yeah. Reese loves behind the head shots. Yeah, he does. Felon, yeah, you know, I mean, that was another factor in that fight. I was going to bring it up, and I'm like, you know, he landed some good shots on AJ, but if you look at like a couple of those knockdowns, he hit him over the head. Then again, you know, nobody knows. Nobody here, and this is something too that I gotta share with you guys. Nobody will really know what the fuck was wrong with AJ, until his ass retires and writes a book. Then he can put all that shit that he would not dare say because of integrity reasons. See, someone with character, integrity like Joshua, he ain't gonna say what the fuck was wrong with him. He ain't gonna tell you that. But you know what? Of course, after he won, he felt comfortable enough to say, hey, there was something wrong. I'm just not gonna say what it is, and I had surgery on it. But he ain't gonna say what it is. You know? Babs 81, I know, right? Wilder's a trip though. Yeah, boxing icons. Wilder, Manny would destroy. You know what? He'll beat McGregor, and he'll have fun beating McGregor. See, Floyd what Floyd did, he just wore him down because Floyd knew that he was not going to be in shape to go the distance like that. That's why he had him out in 9-10 rounds. Why? Because in the octagon, you only go 25 minutes. It's 5 5-minute rounds. That's 25 minutes, not 36. So Floyd strategically put his guards up, came forward, and stayed in the right positioning and stayed at that distance, kept mid-range, and kept sticking his ass with the right hand. He took a lot of arm punches to do so, but he did what he wanted to do. That was a strategy. Floyd knew this motherfucker, he gets tired before the 25 rounds are up. The 25 minutes are up, sorry. What do you think he's going to do in the 9th and 10th round of boxing? Think about it. You don't have to be throwing kicks to get tired. One thing we knew, Floyd wasn't going to get tired. Because you're not dealing with a boxer. I don't know. Julian Anaya, I don't know if Otto Vilene did, honestly. I don't know if he did. He might have, but then again, I think what was bothering Tyson Fury was being overtrained. And if that's the factor, Wilder's going to knock him out. If he comes in overtrained and that wincing and that, because he was fighting like he was overtrained, like he was fatigued. He wasn't as fast. He looks like he's done too many rounds in the gym. It's going to be bad for Fury, especially Fury's trying to, knock out Wilder. But if he goes in there to knock out Wilder, it's going to be an exciting fight. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ortiz wanting the AJ Ruiz loser. Something I would fancy Ruiz Ortiz. They're two losers. Why not? And if Deontay Wilder claims that he'll fight Dillian White if he fights Ortiz, what if Ruiz fights Ortiz and beats Ortiz? Will he then fight Ruiz? Good question, Peter Yovo. Hey, I tried, man. I don't do AJ well. I don't do his impressions well at all. I'd love to see White versus Miller. Yeah, that press conference would be badass, Zach Voss. Counterpunch to you, brother. I would love to see that. Because you got Jarrell Miller. His ass is like number 2 shit talking boxer in the world. Ex-juicer. Ex-cheater. Brooklynite. Brash. Confident. Undefeated. Big. Then you got Dillian White. Brash. Street guy. Island guy. Right? Thug. Dude, that shit has Chisora White written all over it. Because I see those guys just going blow for blow. It's a very good fight. Burning up more energy in the octagon, though. I heard it was kidney. Chisora versus B. Miller. Yeah, that would be good too, Chisora and Miller. But Miller just needs to prove it. So that's why he's number 2 on the redemption list, man. He's on the redemption list for a reason. He needs to prove himself. You don't have no tune-ups before fighting Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce ain't even proven yet. Come on, man. Let's make that make sense. Why would you need a tune-up fight to fight freaking Joe Joyce, the juggernaut? I know he's good. I like Joe Joyce. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, dude, it is what it is. Keep doing what you're doing. You're the best. You're commentating. You're superb. Watching you all the way from Ghana. Stanley Yibi. Thank you, brother. Counterpunch to you. Keep watching. Manga Barajas. What do you have as number 1 right now? Who do you have? Dude, you know what? There is no fucking number 1. There is no number one fighter right now. There is no number one heavyweight until they fight each other. I can tell you the top 5, but in any kind of order, no. Why? They ain't fought each other yet. The only thing we saw is the same shit we've already saw. Let's be real. We've seen Fury versus Wilder. We've seen Fury outbox Wilder. We've seen Wilder drop Fury twice. Now we're seeing this shit again. We got an unknown guy named Ruiz that upset Joshua. Joshua outboxed Ruiz. Okay, what else do we have to go on? We have now to go on who wins out of either the winner out of this and the winner out of the last 2 fights. The 2 winners out of the last 2 fights need to fight each other. Then we can have some type of barometer to see who's 1, 2, or 3. You know? So I don't know, manga. I don't know. Heyman won't let Ruiz versus Ortiz to happen. He should. He ain't got nothing to lose. They both lost. They're both on his banner. They're in his stable. I don't see why not. But they don't do that over there, I don't think. That would be a great fight to see. Ruiz and Ortiz. Like, these fights just need to start happening. Kurt, if Manny leaves the PBC, what will all those guys do? You know what? They will bullshit on fighting each other. They all thought Manny was going to come over there as fresh fish. It's like a new prisoner that comes into prison and they think there's fresh fish and they want to violate him. They thought Manny was that guy because he was old. He comes from top rank. He's been in those fights with Bradley, Juan Manuel Marquez, and lost to Mayweather, right? And they thought that Manny was behind his time, wasn't like he was. They think that they were going to do to Manny Pacquiao like Pacquiao did to De La Hoya, and it did not happen. Yeah, so no, I mean that Manny Pacquiao came in there, and something's crazy. It was a good thing that he went to PBC. Why? Look at his resume. Look at it before he went to PBC and after. Who did he fight? Jesse Vargas, Bradley 3 fucking times, Juan Manuel Marquez 4 fucking times, Jeff Horn. You know what I mean? Like, it was too many redos. Brandon Rios. That was not enough. Now back when Bob Arum had fighters like Cotto and Margarito, he fought Cotto, Margarito, Clottey, he fought good guys, Sugar Shane Mosley, but that's back in the day right now. We're talking about this decade. You're looking at what happened when he was with Bob Arum. He could have fought Crawford. He didn't want Crawford like that, not for a cheap price. He wanted from 20 mil. He wanted 20 M's to fight Terrence Crawford. So that shows you how much emphasis and concern that Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Now he goes to PBC. He fights Matisse big. He fights Matisse, fights Broner, fights Thurman. These are PBC headline guys. He fights these guys and beats these guys. And if he can do that same thing each year, dude, Manny is Manny, dude. He's already a legend. Because he's doing things that the guys of yesteryear couldn't even do at their age. Especially not at 40 years old. They weren't even fighting at that time. And if they were fighting, they were getting their ass beat. They were just getting a check. You know what I mean? Off topic, but how would you see Mayweather Camacho matchup? That's a good fight. Mayweather Jr.? It's still a good fight. I see Mayweather beating him, though. Mayweather's a beast, dude. Especially Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy Floyd was a pissed off, precise, aggressive savage. Man, have you guys seen Mayweather Gotti? I kid you guys not. I was a huge Gotti fan. I love the trilogy he did with Mickey Ward. I love the two fights he had with Ivan Robinson. You know, he had some good fights, some very entertaining fights. But let me tell you something. Floyd destroyed Gotti. I didn't even watch the fight for many years. It took me a couple years to watch the fight. I seen the highlights. I didn't want to watch the fight because I knew, yes, Gotti's a legend, but compared to Floyd skill wise, he was destroyed. Yeah. And I was hurt. It was an emotional content. It was emotional. It was an emotional content way of thinking I had. I didn't even really. It affected me. I was like, dude, I don't even want to see that fight. And Floyd fucking destroyed him. But over time, I started to, because of course he died. So when Gotti died, I was like, damn, Gotti. I didn't know he was gonna die and shit. You know what I mean? So that kind of overshadowed his defeat to Floyd, right? So I was able in time to watch that fight, and I just seen Floyd pick him apart with just precise straight rights, left hooks. It would look. It was rounds. Gotti didn't even land a punch. Crazy, dude. Crazy. You know. No, Carl. I don't even know if that was suicide, man. I can't just. I wasn't there. If it was such a suicide, they wouldn't have brought experts in to see. You know what I mean? It was just too much. His wife has a lot of shady shit going on with her. A lot of shady shit. You know, she lied on where they met. They probably more than likely met in a fucking brothel. She lied and said it was at a damn. I think she said it was at the mall or some shit like that. Yeah, Jim Brown. Exactly. She look. If she didn't do it, somebody else did. You know, if you're a man depressed, I'm gonna take a purse strap and choke myself with it. My wife's purse strap. Come on, bro. No. So I'm not gonna even say suicide. I don't. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say, God bless the dead. You know what I mean? Because suicide is is one of those things where, that's giving up on yourself. And suicide, you want something, you're in pain, and you want pain to stop. I don't think God had his own problems on and the demons, I'm sure, but if the man was murdered, that's a totally different situation, like for real. So I'm not gonna say that. What do you think of Spence being back in the club? Spence is a party man. He's friends with the Charlos. That's what they do. They make money and they party and drink it and fuck it up. That's it. Yeah, he was a boxer's boxer. Yeah, he was an exciting fighter to watch. That's why he sold tickets. It's crazy. The only people saying AJ soft are those who are scared of him beating their guy. It's called psyching yourself up to an idea. Eddie Hearn lies. Lies. Eddie Hearn lied. Yeah, rest in peace, Gotti. Yikes, what happened to Gotti? Moonshine 99. Gotti was found dead in Brazil. I think it was near Sao Paulo, someplace in Brazil where his old lady's from, or his ex-wife. Now, what I can share with you guys is that Gotti, 3 weeks before he died, Gotti signed everything over to his wife. Everything. 3 weeks before. That's just too coincidental. Then all of a sudden he's dead. He was found dead in a pool of blood. Okay? Because he's supposed to choke himself to death, but he's found dead in a pool of blood. You know what didn't make sense? He's supposed to hung himself from some stairs, and it didn't add up. Because where they found him on the floor in a pool of blood. Yes, Moonshine. He's been dead since 2008 or 9. I can't remember the year, either 8 or 9. I think this was 2009. They found him dead. You know, Rana Kodu, love the channel. You always keep it real. Absolutely. Felix Trinidad versus Gerald McClellan. I got to go with Tito all the way. I watched the documentary on Gotti. It's messed up. Yeah, I seen that too. And they brought two guys down. A lot of things didn't even add up to those detectives. That is just when they're in another country, you don't have too much time to elaborate on certain things. And another thing that you got to factor in, and let me counterpunch about Gotti. Gotti's death when hit, because you know they locked his wife the fuck up as a suspect. They locked her up because it was things that she couldn't explain. They caught her in lies. She fucking failed the lie detector test, people. You know who else failed the lie detector test? O.J. fucking Simpson. Let that sink in. Right? It was fucked up, man. Dude should mean more than anything to a heavyweight. Money shouldn't even be a factor. To be undisputed trumps everything. Well, it should be. You know, but back to Gotti. They locked her up. You know what? And when this motherfucker got out of jail, when they I guess cleared her, when she got out of jail, boxing icon, late 30s, the latest of the late of the 30s. Yes, I've seen a lot of fights in my day, man. I actually used to purchase fights from a boxing publisher, and I used to buy fights from him back in the day when you should get them on VHS. So like David Tua, Ike Abarabuchi, Mickey Ward, Zab Judah. I used to buy fights like that from this guy, and he had like hundreds of fights. Actually, I just found the list that he used to have that you can order from. And then you call him, you order him. How did I do it? I think I used to send off a money order. He gets the money order, and in return sends the fucking VHS. It takes a very long time to get those tapes. So yeah, I used to watch those fights. I still have them actually. They're on VHS. So, but it's crazy. Completely skint me. Am so hurt. Yeah, it was crazy, man. And then see the thing, his wife got out of jail, right? She was like a fucking celebrity that was walking out of the red carpet. She was smiling, laughing, like she was just overwhelmed with joy. Motherfucker, your husband just killed himself. So that's the narrative. Why the fuck are you so happy? You happy because you got off? Well, of course you would get off if you were innocent, bitch. I mean, no disrespect, but fuck her, man. If you come out, oh my God, you should have seen. Look at this documentary. I don't know what it was called. I think it's I know it's Arturo Gotti's the untold story or something like that. I don't know, Jim. I don't know what is it, Jim. If you've seen it, you know, and like she was just too happy to be sad about something that was apparent. If your husband killed himself, why are you happy to getting out of jail? You knew that it was eventually going to happen. That's the protocol. But she lied. She was happy because I'm free. I got this motherfucker $6 million because that's what his estate was worth. And his family, of course, tried to fight it. They fought it as long as I guess they could. I don't know if they're still fighting it. But he left everything to her. So it was sad, man. I just hate to hear shit like that. I hate to hear death anyone by any boxers, because I think boxers, you know, they make good money, or hope they do. They deserve to live their life like everyone else. Like the fans, like other normal fucking people. They don't need to get caught in the shit because they're boxers and get people pick fights with them because they're boxers, because that happens. I feel that they have a right to live their life just like everyone else, especially with the money they make. What good is not living your life well, you know, and with the money you have? You know, what's the use of having a lot of money if you can't spend it and, you know, live life righteous in whatever, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, that angered me because I seen right through her, you know? But anyway, because there's a lot of dirty women all over the world, and Brazil is also included. You know, I've lived there. I've been there. A lot of people will do you do unimaginable things to get what they want. So, Kurt, counterpunch to you from UK. Come to the UK. You know what? I'm coming to the UK. The next AJ fight. That I will come there. I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna hook up with Wiley, the King of Grime. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna chill. I'm gonna go around to some boxing gyms. I'm gonna meet Dylan White. I want to interview a few boxers: Chisora, White, Joshua, Dave Allen. You know, I want to do a U.S. invasion in the UK, right? As far as commentation, you know, I want to ask realistic, gritty questions. You know, oh man, but that's my plan. Definitely coming to the UK this year. Ronico, do what's your thoughts on Edwin Valero? Man, that's another sad. You know what, Edwin? I don't know. You know, because he's Venezuelan. We know that Venezuela has its own share of corruption and a lot of other bullshit that you don't hear anything about. I'm fortunate enough, like my ex-girlfriend, one of my ex-girlfriends, she's from Venezuela. And I talked to her momentarily and some shit, like shit happens there all the time. Now, did Edwin do it? I don't know if he did it or not. I know he was troubled. You know, I know he loved the shit out of his wife. But then it's like, I don't know if he did that. But then if he came in, if he was into some shit, did someone end up killing his wife? You know, he hung himself. But then again, if he did kill his wife and he loved her so much, you know, passion and all that shit is a mother. So if he did that, he might have killed himself because he, you know, I mean, you can't undo something like that, right? So I don't know. But I did hear it's always that other story that you don't hear about. You hear what people want you to, or the news article says, but you don't know what really happened. So it's crazy. I know he sparred with Pacquiao. Supposed to give Pacquiao the business and all he can handle, right? Yeah, Mr. Johnson, Gerald, I think so too. You know, she was after the money. You know, James AMG, respect, brother. Fame ruined him. Mongo Barajas. All over, brother, actually. Jim Brown, another big bullshit loss was Alexis Arguello. You know what, though? Now, Arguello was a different situation, and I'm going to tell you why. Alexis Arguello he had like a history of suicidal. He tried to kill himself a couple times. I think maybe 2 or 3 before he actually done it. So, you know, sadly to say, can't say it's justified because it's still a loss. But at the end of the day, like mental illness, though, that, you know, and back to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury could have been another person that could have been dead on a slab. People need to understand something about mental illness, depression, anxiety, all that stuff, suicidal thoughts. That's all traits, examples of mental illness. If you got freaking problems like that, man, you need to get help, seek help. If you can't believe in God enough to not kill yourself, you need professional help with someone that's going to help you. Because that's crazy. But you know, depression sucks. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been depressed before, and that ain't a cool thing. So that's a form of mental illness, like being depressed, being sad as fuck. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't feel right. You know, it's crazy. Bipolar disorder, a lot of that stuff, man. You know. See you at the next AJ fight. Absolutely, man. I'll be there. I'm coming to the UK and I'm watching it live. You know, in fact, I'm thinking I want to interview before and after. You know, I would love to interview guys, pick their brains, see how they really are. You know what I mean? Get that one-on-one counterpunch out of the ring. That's actually the new show. When I'm in Austin, Texas right now. Travell Faison, okay, he knocked a guy out in the body shot on the undercard. I'm going to the gym this week, and when he comes back, I think he's back already. I think Wednesday, I'm gonna find at the gym. Then I'm going for an interview. So it's gonna start this year. So I'm gonna start a lot of out of the ring interviews. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be some real questions asked. It's gonna be fun. And of course, I'm gonna share it with you guys because it's all coming to Counterpunch Boxing News. So everybody can check it out wherever I'm at in this crazy world. Ronicle Do, shout out Kurt. I'm from Austin. That's what's up. Are you here now? Do you live here now, or are you just from Austin? Absolutely. I hope it explodes in a big way, because this is something I love to do. I want to keep doing it. And that's the way to do it. So let's get her done. You know what I mean? But no, I would love to, interview fighters, local fighters, especially fighter, because he's going far. Travell Faison is going really far. He has a good attitude. You know what I mean? And he wanted more of that work, because you could tell the adrenaline after he knocked the guy out. He thought that was going to go farther. Henry Gomez, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Whatever you do, bro, don't come to Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire is full of drug dealers and crackheads. Okay, Mr. Pixel, have you thought about a studio? Yeah, I have. Unfortunately, I'm an actor and a stunt performer, so I'm in Austin because I'm working on Fear the Walking Dead. So, I would love to probably have to rent a studio to do that, to look into something like that. I was thinking about back home because I have, my act going back to my house, building one there. So I have a loft condo. So I was thinking about, hooking it up that way. So, Gerald Johnson, Ike Barabucci versus Lennox Lewis. That's a fight that should have happened. Fuck Riddick Bowe Lewis. Barabucci Lewis. That fight would have been phenomenal because both of those guys were classic with power, skill, will, guts. That would have been a great fight. They both beat David Tua. But see, Lewis outboxed David Tua. Ike Barabucci brought the fight. He came towards the fire with David Tua. Ike Barabucci. Yeah, Barabucci. You don't remember Barabucci? Dude, look him up. He was a fucking beast. He knocked out Chris Bird. He was the first one to defeat David Tua. He was 20-0 with 15 knockouts before he got committed to an insane asylum or some shit like that. He stayed a lot of time in prison. Oh man, in Holyfield at Barabucci, dude, there was a lot of fights with Barabucci could have been one of the best heavyweights ever. Because he had all the boxing fundamentals. He was 6'2", he wasn't too short, he wasn't too tall, he was muscular as fuck, he was strong as hell, he had great boxing. He had a great boxing IQ. He was very, very active. He was an exciting fighter. He was badass. No, I know who he is, just making fun of the way you say Barabucci. I bear Abucci. I think that's how you say it. I bear Abucci. Oh, but when you're coming to the UK, give a shout. I will buy you a pint along with your sporting icons. Hell yeah, boxing icons. You got it. Damn right. I'll put it in the community that I'm in the UK. So just hit me up through Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You need to come here to Ohio and hang out with us country boys. Hell yeah, Jim Brown. I know where Ohio is. You know what? Actually, I got some friends from Ohio. They're from I forget, not Cincinnati. I forget the other place. Was Mike Tyson overrated? No, he just had he had a lull in time where he just beat everybody, just like Roy Jones. Roy Jones had like a 10-year spread where nobody could beat him at all. Nobody came close to beating him. He kept moving up weight classes, moving up weight classes, moving up weight classes, and then he got beat on the way down. You know, Tua versus Tyson. Tua had a better chin. Yeah, Tua had a better chin. Absolutely. No argument there. Tyson couldn't have been overrated. He had power, skills, and finesse. Prison broke Tyson. No, I think Tyson broke prison, but then Tyson got too complacent in prison. Because nobody fuck with Tyson. They tried. Carl, they tried to fuck with Tyson in prison. No, but you know what happened? Tyson fucked with him back. You don't do that with Tyson. Tyson's the kind of dude, if he's in prison, if you didn't want him there, if you didn't, try to take him out. Don't try to like fight him or something. No, no. Try to assassinate him. That's if you can do that. Because if he hits you, he's probably going to break your face. You know? After prison, he went downhill in his career. Well, yeah, he did. You know? How long did Mike Tyson stay in prison though? You know? Well, I mean, it's basically if you keep on winning and winning and winning, and it's nothing for you to get up for. Yeah, it's easy to get beat. And then you get in there with someone that's hungrier than you ever been to beat you. And then guess what? If you're not prepared, that'll happen. And that's what happened with the second Antonio Tarver fight. You had to have lived through the Tyson and Jones era to appreciate how impactful they were. Absolutely, Jim. You know, I remember when Tyson just got out of jail, I was ninth grade. And I was ninth grade, and it was one of those things where I seen Tyson, he fought. Remember Peter McNeely? He fucked McNeely up in one round. Those were the days. Tyson would deal with an inmate with a knife, one-on-one, easy. Yeah. You got any excuses, Roy? You got any excuses, Roy? That was classic. That made Antonio Tarver. That really did. That made him. That made Antonio Tarver. That showed that he was a guy that destiny rested hand in hand with Roy Jones Jr. Let's just be real. Give me some juice. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, you break my record, now I break you. Damn, Tom Poe. You damn right, Tom Poe. I was hurt too. Yeah, I was hurt behind Roy. Bro, that really surprised me because you never would think that would happen. What's going on, people? Don't bet against Wilder. Fury's going to sleep. Whoa, did that. Well, it's definitely a possibility. Tarver was the lightweight Buster Douglas. Tarver was the lightweight Buster Douglas. Damn. You know something? Damn, you're kind of right. You're kind of right because you think about it. Tarver. Who did Tarver take out besides Roy? He did take out Eric Harding. He took him out. He almost killed him, right? He beat Eric Harding. Eric Harding was beat by Roy or before. And then if Tyson was in the era, let's see, Jones made a professional. Wait, hold on. Okay. Now back to this. Tarver was the lightweight Buster Douglas. You know he kind of was, because who took out Tarver and broke his shit? Bernard Hopkins. So if Bernard Hopkins took out Tarver for Jones, then wouldn't Bernard Hopkins be the Evander Holyfield of the middleweight and light heavyweight division? You know what I mean? Chance Biola, salute to you. Chung Lee, I know, right? You do not want to fight Mike Tyson in a street fight. No, I don't want to fight Mike Tyson to this day. I wouldn't fight Mike. I just like, do talk. Or if not, I'll just leave you alone. I'm just gonna go away. Yo, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah, you're a piece of shit. You know what? You're a rat piece of shit. Kurt, you're a rat piece of shit. Okay, man, I'm gone. Love you, Mike. Fuck you. I'm just gonna go away. Oh, now that's what I do. I just go away. I ain't gonna mess with Mike. And I mean, just you ain't gonna make no. You're not gonna make a. I'm not gonna get known for that dude who got fucked up by old Mike Tyson with the white chili beard and the bald head. No, sir. I'm good on that. I'm good. Tyson versus Ngannou in a street fight. That's a good one. Tyson would beat AJ. He ain't the best in a fighter, small fighters, and yet Tyson. Yeah. Tyson would get him, because like those tall guys like that, even Wilder. Wilder's lanky. Wilder reminds me of either Bob Foster, and I would say Hearns, but I wouldn't disrespect Thomas Hearns like that, because Thomas Hearns, he has skill. You know what I mean? He has skill, like legitimate boxing ability. So I don't want to do him like that. Yeah, I remember when he fought Mitch Green and swelled his eye up, had his eye looking like a Toxic Crusader. I remember that, absolutely. Smoke a joint with him, yes. Fight, not a chance. Yeah. That would be more understandable, Carl. Had some of my bud. This is good buds. These are good buds. No paranoia. There's no paranoia. Cut. There's no paranoia here. Smoke this with me. Here, try it. Just fucking smoke it. Put it in your mouth. Okay. Sure, Mike. What am I say? No? Fucking toke it. Toke it. Toke it. Green clovers. Stars and green clovers. It's all you're going to see. It's fucking beautiful. Sometimes Mike gets serious and shit, and then he's just like, it's fucking beautiful. Like, I don't want to fight any heavyweight in the street. Me neither. I don't want to fight any of them. Liston was a beast, yeah. Liston was. He was an Amos, bro. He was an Amos. Track and field, you don't say. But no, Wilder and Fury, man, if it doesn't do Andre Goldine, what's up, brother? Kind of punch to you. Would you take a punch off Wilder for 10,000? No, that's stupid. The supernatural. I would not. I'm not gonna let any motherfucker punch me for money, unless I punch him back. I tell you what, though, I would fight Deontay Wilder for $1 million. I'd do it for 500,000. I'd fight Deontay Wilder for $500,000. That's no bullshit. I would fight that motherfucker for $500,000. If I know I'm gonna bring home 500,000, yeah, I would fight him for 500,000. That's no bullshit. There's no punchline behind that shit. I would fight that motherfucker for $500,000. Shit, he'd only probably get 2 million for fighting me, if that. You know, but not 500,000. Yeah, I would too. Hell yeah, I do it for 5,000. We need you on the channel. Yeah, I'll be on the channel. This is Kurt the Ville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I'm back after fighting. Wait, no, it's this line. He gonna hit me at the right. This is Kurt the Ville with Counterpunch Boxing News. You know what I mean? This is Kurt the Ville with Counterpunch Boxing News. You guys been counterpunch. Oh. You know, I just wouldn't let him do me like he did, because it wouldn't be no troll stuff like Charlie Z, any of that. No, it won't be nothing like that. You don't sell yourself short. You just get it. Hey man, look. Here's the thing. I would fight all those dudes. Like in a professional fight? Hell yeah, I'd fight them. Why wouldn't I fight them? I just wouldn't fight them in the street. That's stupid. Well, you gonna fight your prize fighter? Yeah, I'd fight him. I would fight Anthony Joshua. Cause I know I'm gonna get at least $1 million. You give me $900,000 million. Oh yeah, I'd fight AJ. You know what I mean? Fight the hell out of him and try to win. I ain't gonna not try to win. I'm not, like a lot of people, man, I do it for $1 million, man. He touched me one time. I'm gonna fuck. No, dude, I'm a competitor, man. I got a competitor spirit. I don't rock that way, man. I'm an athlete. I'm gonna try. Either I'm gonna gas out because I ain't really in shape. You know what I mean? Or, I'm fatigued like crazy because, whatever. But like from all BS aside, man, I will fight any of those guys if given the opportunity. I would, even at my age, and I'm supposed to be Ortiz's age, right? So yeah, I would fight those guys. I'm up there with Ortiz and Povetkin. Hell yeah, I would do it. Just swim at your opponent like Wilder. The press conference would be lit. I mean, you know what though? If I fought Wilder, I think I could get under his skin. But then, you know what? Really, I don't think that would be a good idea. I really don't think that would be a good idea because it reminds me of this movie. If you guys ever saw, it's one of my favorite comedies, especially boxing, The Great White Hype. You guys ever saw this? Look, dog, what's up, brother? Take a dive, bro. It ain't worth taking that beating. Look, man, I ain't gonna take a beating, but I'm gonna tell you, like, I will fight that guy. I would fight. I would fight him. I will train you for 30K. That's coming off the top. It depends on how much I'm gonna be left with. Kurt, you are damn old. Damn, John, that's jacked up. Damn. I hope Fury wins, but I can see Wilder knocking him out senseless. Yeah, I can see Wilder doing it. I mean, Wilder's done it. He's 1 second from doing it. And we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. But the question you ask yourself is, where would boxing be? Would it progress? Will we saw a Wilder Joshua fight? Joshua Wilder? Would we even seen that fight even if he did? Or would that be some other BS excuse? Would it just because you got to think about it? He didn't fight Tyson Fury last year. He fought his mandatory. And then right after that, he wanted to pick Ortiz again. That had nothing to do with unification. Had nothing to do with anything. It had nothing to do with Fury because Fury didn't want the fight. So he fought the same people. So we were still, to this day, we were going to see. I think we still wouldn't have seen a Joshua Wilder fight. Okay? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It is what it is. Wilder says if he becomes undisputed, he will relinquish all the belts. Well, if he says a lot of things. He says a lot of things. So, Fury Joshua sparring, Wilder losing his mind, if true. Yeah, he's mad. He's mad because, he thought Tyson would never go behind his back to collaborate with Joshua because they supposed to been in the same agreements with Joshua. That's pretty much it. Fury stops Wilder. Tunde. Hey, hey, all I can say is put your money where your mouth is, player. Can Wilder take prime Mike Tyson? No, he cannot. Next, Current. You think Wilder will disappear when he loses? Well, I don't know. That depends. Mark, it depends. Pringles leaf. It depends on what he's made out of. Depends on what his true love is. Was it just to make a little money because of his daughter? And was it just acting? Because if it is, he won't come back. Is anyone watching Danny Garcia versus Ivan Redcash? I am. I look forward to it. If I like Danny Garcia. I'm not an anti-PBC guy, none of that shit. I just know they're full of shit over there. But I'm not going to shit on the fights that they create because it's still boxing at the end of the day. And then what we're doing and what we're having every so often, we will get a fight we want to see. Hopefully it's a fight with these guys in their prime. But, this is boxing. It's a sport that I love, that I hate so much, people. He will covet the lineal if he wins. Hell yeah, he'll covet.
I'm the lineal champion of the WBC. I'm already the unified champion. I took it from Klitschko. Klitschko, the rightful heir of the king. I am the Gypsy King. I know what I'm supposed to do. I don't need the damn belts from Anthony Joshua. He can hold it. He's putting them on ice for me. I never lost them.
You know what I mean? Blue blood on meltdown because you're the A side. It don't matter. It don't matter, no blue blood. Blue blood. You gotta love him. Gotta love old blue blood. He's a hustling fucking guy though. The motherfucker makes more videos than shit. Ellie Setback. Makes a lot of videos, bro. AJ has added a lot of skill movement. Has Wilder added anything extra? He straightened up his right hand. That's the only thing I can see. He doesn't swing wild. I'd pay pay-per-view. That would be cool, and that's what is coming. Better yet, Bruce fucking Vane versus Boxing Ego. I would pay to see that shit. You know what I mean? Since it's all about subscribers, you get enough subscribers. I mean, what's the point? What's the use? So it is what it is. Do you think it's a bit of a joke, the Ring Magazine belt being on the line? In my opinion, this is no way number one versus number two. Oh, they're just trying to build it up. Yeah, that would be good. Bruce Vane versus Fanon. But you know what? Bruce Vane is a young guy, though. Fanon's kind of old. Motherfucker's middle-aged, bro. You know what I mean? Someone like, I think Bruce is probably 30? Late 20s? Nah, man, nah. Casual boxing talk versus barbershop conversation. Now, that would be a good one. Yeah, because casual boxing talk's always talking that shit like he's just in and out. He tried to fight Errol Spence. I backstepped in, I put hands and feet on him. I put hands and feet on him. I'm grinding. Like, damn. Yeah. Sometimes it's cool, but then he's over the top like a motherfucker. He's like the black version of Schmo. He's like the black Schmo. If the Schmo was just black, that's how the Schmo would be. Just really over the top, very obnoxious. You know what I mean? Well, the way you said, buy your tickets now because they're gonna be sold out. Yeah, I know, right? Shit. Yeah, there you go. Now. I want Shannon Briggs to return. Love that guy. I want Vladimir Klitschko to return too. Yeah, that dude's a trip, He's gonna put hands and feet, and I told Errol Spence, the weight bully, him and Sloppy Wilder. Oh man, Hatman strikes back versus next to give. Hartman strike. Hatman. Definitely, he can still have a go. Like you talking about Hatman Strikes Back. Yeah, he has a pretty good channel. Wasn't he used to be like a boxer? I think the Hetman used to be a boxer, something like that, right? He might be a big motherfucker. Like, he sounds like he's a big menacing guy because he's always talking about his confessions of a nightclub bouncer. So Nestor is pretty big. So is Hatman pretty big? I broke my back. Where'd you write it? Spinal. Oh, Hatman uses voice changer. Does he really? I don't know because a lot of those channels like that, that you don't see what these guys look like. So they don't give you any audio. I mean, any video of them of how they look. Yeah, I know because he kind of sounds like a. You know what? He sounds like he looks like Idris Elba or something, like an older Idris Elba. You know what I mean? Hasn't hit puberty yet. Who hasn't hit puberty yet? Like Frank Bruno's son. 2 hands. I'm still dying on hands and feet. Hands and feet. I'll put hands and feet on them, and I'm on the back foot, and I'm stepping in, and I'm jabbing, I'm left hooking, and I'm right, and I'm counting, I'm catching, you shooting. I'm like, damn, this dude. And I mean, he's reminds me on fucking Speed. But yeah, watched Briggs in Vitale a while back, and the man can soak up a punch. Yeah, he took an ass whooping. Do you know something though, Mr. Steve? He was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. Briggs almost died on that one. Like, real talk. He was in the fucking hospital for 2 weeks. He was fucked off. Usyk or Parker versus Wilder would be a great fight. Well, John, before we get into that, I don't know if you saw my last video about the 70-30 thing that Mr. Higgins, the promoter of Joseph Parker, was talking about, saying that, hey, I think that if he wants to get in the ring with Joseph Parker, he's going to have to take 30% and we're going to take 70%. I'm like, okay, I see overpriced written all over it. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that gets Joseph Parker a bad rap. Fred was probably at the press crying outside. Would love to see Briggs get a shot at Klitschko. That would be cool. Hey, you see Klitschko shot out like Shaq? I'm gonna do a video on that pretty soon. He used his mom. He was with Shannon and Cannon's mom for somewhere. I wonder what Shannon's gonna go ape shit. Yo, you fucking with my moms now? Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. No, don't do that, champ. Don't do that, champ. Let's go, champ. 30-year-old Lewis ripped a hole in Vitali's face, though. Yeah, he did. But Vitali kicked that ass. Dude, if it wasn't for that tear, Lennox Lewis knew. That was a good fight, though. I'm not gonna tell you that was one of those fights where it was back and forth action. Heavy blows were landed between both fighters. And let me tell you something. People that saying that Lennox Lewis doesn't have a chin, I don't know. He took a lot of hard punches from Vitali. Oh, and where was Wild? Ooh. Right? I think that was before Wilder was on the professional scene. Dude, George Foreman too in the works, according to Eddie Hearn. Yeah, right. Fury will break Wilder, and I hope he will sit on his punches during those long windmills. We will see. We will see, guys. Why is there so much hate for the UK and US boxing media? I don't know. I mean, I think certain fighters get recognition. I think that maybe because they're outshining a lot of these American fighters, and it is some biased, because a lot of people want to keep things American, and unfortunately, the Americans like Deontay Wilder. I would ride with Wilder if he wanted to take on the best guys and beat the best guys and fight the best guy. You don't want to do that, you know? But you know what I mean? It's just like, I want all these fighters to come together. I don't care where you're from. Yeah. He's fighting Tyson Fury, a guy off the couch, but you couldn't fight the unified champion. That's the dude you should be after. The fuck are you worried about Tyson Fury? And see, now this is what don't make sense, and I'm about to jump off. I want to make this last point. Why is Wilder trying to discredit Fury now when he was only trying to perk him up and promote him about the whole lineal bullshit? Now he's saying the lineal dies with you on February 22nd. Well, fuck. I mean, if you didn't believe in it, you believed in that shit last year. Well, why are we even talking? Why are we even talking? You know, so that tells you, Tung Po, that tells you it's like, what the hell? It's like, you don't believe in it now. So if it was credible then, it should be credible now. None of you motherfuckers have lost at all. So he still have that lineal shit that you was digging and building up last year, or sorry, the year before that now. So now it doesn't even fucking matter. Now you're sitting there like, oh, it don't matter. All that shit. I ain't never heard of no lineal champion before he come with the shit. Oh, but you was riding with it. He's the lineal champ, so the winner takes all because he is the true unified champion. Now he ain't shit. And that's stupid, though. It's dumb. Because if you're trying, like Tyson Fury said, I'm good. Hope this guy is the longest title defense. He's the biggest. He's the baddest. He's the hardest knockout puncher in heavyweight history. Yeah, keep thinking that shit. Why you keep thinking it? Because if you keep thinking that, good, when I beat him, I will be just as good as he is. That'll make me look even better. But Wilder's doing the opposite. It's making no sense. You're trying to break down Fury. Now you don't need Fury because you're mad because Fury was accepted an invitation for Joshua, your sworn enemy that you fucking can't seem to get in the ring with. Come on now. Will Power, thank you for the super chat. Fury stops Wilder with a phantom punch. Ooh, not the phantom punch. Not the Sonny Liston. I don't know. Does Wilder become lineal? No, he don't. Because according to him, it doesn't mean anything to him. So if he starts talking that lineal bullshit, we know it's all, dude, you're full of shit. You can't say it's about something, now it ain't about shit, then you win, oh, now it's about shit. You can't say that. Because I've already counterpunched that. I've looked up an old video that Wilder was promoting the shit out of that lineal champion versus WBC champion since he was lineal champion. He was the guy that beat the guy since he never lost. That means he's a true unified champion. So they don't need Anthony Joshua. So that was their reason or their way of freezing out Joshua. You guys remember that? I just did the video yesterday. Just done it. So no, he don't become lineal. He doesn't become lineal. Through his own words, he said it dies with him. So he doesn't want it. Right? But what he isn't saying is, I want the unified. Fuck the lineal. The lineal doesn't mean anything. Now now here's the thing. Here's the irony about it. The ironic thing is, Deontay Wilder is actually telling the truth. Because Fury never defended the unified championship. He never defended. He never got the opportunity. Right? So you haven't defended the title that you say you have. You haven't defended it. So how can you be that? You can't defend your kingdom if you have no kingdom. You were kicked out of the kingdom. You were just never defeated on the battlefield. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, it's a different situation, a different story all of a sudden for Wilder. Okay? AJ's middle game takes Wilder out. Yeah, all he has to do is stay mid-range with Wilder, just like Ruiz would be better off fighting mid-range with Joshua. Joshua would be better off fighting mid-range with Wilder, and he would fuck Wilder off quickly. And it don't take many shots to do it from AJ, because AJ's a knockout puncher himself. You know, yeah, you have even-handed knockout power instead of just one big right hand cross. You know. Yes, Wilder has that cannon. He shouldn't even do that with the second arm because that ain't a cannon. That's a fucking, that's a damn placebo. That's a freaking fugazi. But this is the bad. The right, he does that. No, don't do that. Just do that twice. Cock it twice. Okay. I'm a Brit, but if you get stripped, you can't claim to be lineal. Well, that's what he claims. But they let him go along with it because they were trying to hype the first fight up. But they, they thought they were going to knock out Tyson Fury. They thought he was a joke, honestly. But then yet Dillian White is known to take easy fights. What the fuck? I mean, that's what Deontay Wilder said. He's a poodle, and over there on the other side of the pond, they're accustomed to fighting easy fights. That's how they do it over there. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You sure you're not talking about the PBC fella? Are you sure? So it is what it is. It is what it is, fellas. Gino85, great chat tonight. One of the best. Peace out. Thank you for coming in, brother. Peace out to you. White has the toughest road yet. Yeah, he ain't going to get his shot. It's not meant for him to get his shot. Maybe he'll get it from Tyson Fury. I just want to know what type of champion Tyson Fury is actually going to be if he does win. Will he be the type of champion that will defend? He aims all his talk about others, but Wilder needs to notice he is looking in the mirror when he is saying all this. Yeah, it's a trip. It is a trip. He needs to really think about what he's saying about not fighting people. No. So. So it is what it is, good peoples. But yeah, that laugh was epic. That laugh was fucking incredible. I don't know. I gotta rewind it, look at it again, and record that laugh for you guys. Shit's a trip. If he pisses it away, if he beats Wilder, then no one will care about him anymore. Nope. So, truth be told, I don't know what to expect. I don't know who will win. I don't know what's best for boxing if any of them wins or loses, honestly. Because if they plan on not fighting the best guys in the division, who cares? And that's my counterpunch on that. You know what I mean? Yeah, with a flying elbow kick. I remember when he said that. He said a lot of shit. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for coming on the chat. It's been cool. I'm going to get off of here. I got to do some more counterpunching. Stay tuned for some more videos. Please subscribe. And everyone on the chat has been counterpunched. Boxing icons, Jim Brown, Daniel Squash, Davey I. Peace. Chris Serrano.